This is Julie.
This is Jenna.
And we are the JJTwinzz. We're actually just sisters.
So it's just a nickname.
Welcome back, everyone.
We are keeping it fresh for you guys with now new episodes. We'll drop every Monday, so continue to follow our socials for all updates.
Woo woo. All right, so today we are joined with Gage Ausmus, former UND Natty Champ. Gage, you spent some time in the ECHL.
I cannot take your fucking eye contact seriously. I'm literally dying.
Looking at us like you're like what's happening?
I'm like, no, this is not real.
Okay, thank you for breaking that ice.
Yeah.
Gage also hosts the HasBeens podcast, another 10K production here at the house.
Hashtag coworkers.
Hashtag synergy. And he also runs the Minnē Movers.
So,
Man on the move.
Yeah. So, Gage, tell us about yourself. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, right across the river from Grand Forks.
Nice.
But I was born in Montana, so I tell people I'm from Montana because it's cooler.
Way to throw us off. Love it.
Yeah, where in Montana?
Billings.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did I think that was in Idaho?
I don't
Do you
know.
watch Yellowstone?
Did you do well on those geography?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been to Idaho.
Not just
I'm
a
gonna
hat
have to-
rack up here.
I'm gonna have to fact check that. I'm gonna need your what is it?
ACT
Your
score?
6th grade geography.
there we go. Yeah.
History or
the
geography
map
teacher?
that
Yeah.
everybody had to make.
Oh my gosh, I
That
made
was-
mine scented and it was pink.
What did you make scented?
We
Our
had
school did a map.
You made a scented map?
Yeah, I sprayed it with
Yeah, girl, you could make it however you want it.
because I'm like, if they're grading this and it smells nice and they
That's
like
actually
it
a good idea.
and it looks
Yeah.
good, they're gonna be like,
I'm gonna start.
you know, I'm
gonna
a
s-
teacher and I would have A+ the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna be
would've too.
real.
I'm gonna
A
start,
for effort came from that.
I'm gonna start putting cologne on my business cards. Hey, you want one? Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll
You know,
help the
they,
girls
they
too.
pull it out
They
of their
would like
pocket and
that.
it smells good. They're automatically like
Thinking
aroused. Not like
positive
aroused,
thoughts.
but like thinking positive thoughts.
They're
Wow.
yes,
That's
Their
great.
senses are awakened.
they're intrigued.
Business
Yeah.
cards
Yes.
suck, but this guy smells good, so I'm actually gonna use it instead of throwing it in the trash like everyone else.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
like business cards.
I kind of do
think
too.
They're. I'm not gonna say if they're underrated or overrated. We'll
Oh,
say that for
let's
another
put it
moment.
in there. Yeah.
Oh. I like that.
Okay.
All right. So Billings, Montana.
Once again, have you seen Yellowstone?
Of course, I've seen Yellowstone. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Kevin Costner. I like Rip.
Who's your favorite character? Nice.
Casey's my favorite character. Just a beauty. Kills people.
Yeah, a lot.
He's got
of
a
people.
hot wife. He's a family man. You know.
I don't
Wait,
know.
which
I'd
one
say
is Casey?
I'd say
I'm
Rip
rusty.
for
It's
sure.
been a while.
Casey is the son that talks to the wolves.
Oh,
Yes.
he's so hot. Yeah, like him.
The veteran. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. I'm a Rip chick myself though.
Rip, yeah, you can't go wrong with Rip.
No,
I love
absolutely
me some
not.
Rip.
I love Rip.
Especially the new episodes. He's looking good.
Unless you,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you guys
Yeah.
would gel well because like you guys like laughing and smiling, and that doesn't fly with
You
Rip.
know, opposites attract.
That's true.
Hell yeah, they do.
Maybe you guys.
And
could,
you know
yeah.
what?
I
We
could-
could cause trouble if we wanted to,
Mhm.
and Rip's all about that.
No, Rip doesn't need to entertain Jenna. You know.
Right, right.
Yeah. It might work actually.
You never know.
Yeah. No, it would be great. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Not speaking of, but kind of. So, Chief Sue, where'd that come from? That nickname?
It was self-proclaimed. I made it up. no one's ever called me it, but I call myself it. So
Hey, it's just a nickname.
It's just a fucking
you know,
nickname.
yeah. What do they say? You got to speak it into existence. You know. That's what I'm-
Manifesting.
Yeah, manifest your
Yes.
life that you
Yeah.
want. Yep.
All right, there you go.
Hells yeah.
Chief Sue.
Okay, so who got you into hockey?
My next door neighbor, because my dad was a basketball and football player.
Oh, really?
But my next door neighbor, his name's Mark Dragich. He had an outdoor rink in his backyard, and pretty much growing up in Minnesota, you're kind of forced to
Yeah.
at least skate a couple times outside or wherever it is. But I skated and I loved it. And I don't know how my parents felt about that because I think my dad was just expecting to buy me a pair of tennis shoes
And have you run?
and a basketball.
Oh, yeah.
But now he had to buy me, skates, shin pads,
Equipment.
breezers. Yeah, it's a lot more expensive. So,
True.
but that's the way it worked out.
Those outdoor backyard rinks are so lit. Was it one of the fancy ones where he like woke up and flooded it in the middle of the night and stuff?
Oh yeah, 100%. Boards, real
Dude,
boards, lights.
Shout out to
Fucking
all those
elite.
dads that did that, man.
Yeah.
So much freaking work.
It
Yeah,
is,
like-
but they do it for their own entertainment and for their own good. Because like when you're a parent, you're like, what do I have to do to preoccupy these fucking little kids?
Oh, hell
So
yeah. And if you can be
true.
like, hey, get out on the
Here's
ice,
a ball. Yeah.
Like that's
That's
why
the
so
way
many
to do
parents
it.
have all these toys. They're like, oh, I gotta go
Yeah.
buy a new toy. They're sick of their old ones.
buddy. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're bugging me too much. I'm just trying to watch some TV.
And they can't watch the same things
No, it's true.
unless you're, some parents. Who knows? So what made you choose UND?
Well, I was originally committed to Denver,
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, shocker.
and then
What are they?
the
they're
Pioneers.
Pioneers. Okay.
And then their coach got fired when I was a senior in high school. And that
Why
was
did he get fired? Do you know?
he wanted a little bigger salary, and the university didn't want to give it to him, so he didn't really get fired. They just kind of parted ways, I guess. But
Separated.
yeah, they separated.
Financial
It was a
separation.
mutual. They announced it.
Mutual.
That's why I always announce my breakups as it was a mutual agreement between the two parties
Good
here.
to know.
Or if you go up and wheel a girl at the bar and you get turned down, you just go back. Yeah, we mutually weren't interested
That's a
in each other.
breakup. That's
Wasn't mutual at the bar, so we mutually separated.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shared mutual disinterest in each other, so
it's acceptable.
we moved on.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. So then why UND after Denver?
Yeah.
And why were you going to choose Denver over UND?
Well, do you want how much?
We're hitting you with it hard. We told you we would.
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking buckle up.
Gage chose to be here for everyone who's wondering.
I was a sophomore in high school, and I was going on visits to college.
Yeah.
And I went to Duluth, Minnesota, Denver, and North Dakota. And I did want to go to North Dakota at the start, but they didn't offer me a scholarship at the time. They said they needed to see more out of me.
Oh.
Which I was pretty
Making you work for
which
it.
I was pretty young, so I understood.
Fair.
But I went to Denver, and also a great university, and they offered me a full scholarship, but they told me I had a week to decide, and if I didn't decide at the end of the week, they were gonna pull it.
Kind of a red flag. Like,
Yeah.
But it's also like if you don't want to be there, they didn't want you. So I like that.
move on. Yeah.
And
Serious business.
Yeah, and as soon as they offered me a full scholarship, I called North Dakota and had a meeting with them, and that was when they told me
Leverage.
they weren't ready to offer me a scholarship. So I committed to Denver, and I was excited about it. But once the coach, I'm not a guy who goes back on my word. Like if I commit to a school, I was gonna go there happily. But once the coach got fired, it kind of opened the door to me. Visiting other options, and that was when I wanted to go to North Dakota.
Okay, cool.
The Ralph is something I couldn't pass up on.
It's tough to
Good
pass
choice
up.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's not even like, I feel like Colorado College, they used to play at the Broadmoor. That would have been sick.
We're big fans of the
We
Broadmoor.
love the Broadmoor.
It's a family spot.
What's the story behind the Broadmoor here? I want to hear this.
Well,
It
our
goes
parents met in
back-
Colorado Springs.
Ah,
So our
Steamers nightclub. Steamers nightclub one night.
yeah, one
you
fateful
went to
night.
Steamer's nightclub?
No,
No,
that's where
our
our parents
parents-
met.
Oh,
Back in 1985.
Wow,
Yeah,
magical
sparks were
place.
flying.
Yep.
Yeah, mom
Sparks
wasn't even
were
gonna go out
flying.
that night.
Mom was like, I'm not meeting another guy in a bar. Meets her husband.
Yeah,
So as soon
Anyways.
as you guys are ready to get hitched, you should head to Steamers.
Steamers
think
is
it's
no
now
longer
not a
around,
thing.
Tough.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tough.
I know.
Yeah.
Tough is right.
But yeah,
anyways,
it goes back to our like.
yeah, so our family lives in Colorado Springs, so we know Colorado pretty well. I actually loved EU, totally, but my mom's like, you don't want to go there. Like, no.
Why not?
I did kind of, but my dad loved UND. He
Yeah.
took me on. My dad only took me on one college visit, was UND, and we went twice.
And our brother played football for NDSU. So,
Really?
yeah.
How'd your dad take that? I mean, it's still
So
pretty
our
cool.
brother's older.
So
So he was living through me.
I think
at that point.
I think that our dad was like all about NDSU,
So
but
this
then
is what
eventually
Dad
Julie's
said.
like UND, and he's like UND.
Yeah, no, so what happened was one time I liked it, and he was like, I'll take you there. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, Dad's never taken me on any college visit. Like, okay. And then we drive up, like, off the, like, onto the university from that bridge. He's like, Memorial's on the right. And he's like, man, I wish I went here. Because he, like, played there. He played football in Moorhead. And he's like, we played UND. And I went onto that campus. And I was like, man, why didn't anyone tell me about this school? So he told me about it. And I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Our brother gets really bajiggity when my dad will wear like his UND shit.
Yeah, Dad secretly likes UND more than
Rightfully
NDSU.
so. Your
Yeah,
brother
of
should,
course.
yeah.
No,
funny,
once in high school, I made a rookie mistake. I wore a Sioux sweatshirt to a SCSU game. They weren't even playing UND, but it was just
my
high school.
gosh.
I wasn't paying
But
attention.
still.
They were like, let's go to a Husky game. I'm like, sure. And I got booed and spit on at the, what's it called?
The Herb Brooks?
Herb Brooks. They
You
weren't
got
even
spit
playing.
on?
Yeah, they weren't even playing UND. And I'm like a high school
Wow.
girl wearing a sweatshirt.
Oh,
Anyways,
that's
Wrong
good.
time, wrong place.
Wait,
Yeah.
so I have a question. Wait, like when you go on college visit, are you pumped when Dad says he wants to come with, or are you like, oh,
he just took me.
Well,
I don't really.
hello, you had just pierced your.
Oh, my cards. That was orientation.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're like,
Sorry, you're like so
Gage
intrigued.
just like, what?
Sorry, I thought that was the same visit.
No, Dad also took me up to orientation. Dad liked UND, obviously. And I don't know. We were driving back. I fell asleep, and I had just gotten my cartilage pierced.
Julie and
with
I
Jenna,
had-
actually.
Julie and I had put it all over Twitter. We thought we
Yeah,
were
we
so,
thought we were so
bad.
freaking cool. I go
We
to
were
Jenna's
like,
room one time. I'm like,
get your cartilage
Yeah.
pierced. Yeah.
I was
Wait.
18, and I'm like, Jenna, I kind of want to get my cartilage pierced. Want to come with me?
I'm like,
Jenna's like, let's go to the mall. And I'm
GTFO
like,
now.
Okay.
Like,
what are you guys?
I'm all about
wait
it.
a second, I gotta stop you guys. What
Yeah.
are you saying? Cartilage pierced?
Like
yeah,
your-
like my ear.
like the top of your ear.
Is that like a term when you're like really into piercings? Like, because I would just say, oh, I got my ear pierced, but you
Well,
guys are
yeah,
like,
I
I got
already-
when
my
you're like a
I got my
girl,
So
cartilage
there's
pierced.
Here's your regular ears, your doubles, your tortoise,
it's the
and your
special
cartilage.
part of your lobe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
And
You learn something new every
we
day.
put it all over Twitter, and of
Yeah,
course our
'cause of
mom
course
found it.
So what happened was I fell asleep on the car ride home, and I wake up to my parents talking, and I can hear my dad go, "Oh, she's awake now. Like, I'll talk to her." And I'm like, "What the frick?" And I like had just gotten it done.
I
Like,
remember
still
being at
raw,
home,
still
like
red.
sitting in mom's room, like witnessing all of this. Like, okay.
He's like, "So what's that in your ear?" And I was like, "Oh, I got my cartilage pierced." And he's like,
Whoopsie.
He's like, "Is it real?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, I was looking at it, and I'm like, Julie's not that dumb. She's not gonna do that. And then Mom Googles our Twitter.
Who Googles our Twitter when we're what, 18 and 16?
Yeah.
Why? You don't want to see our
Did
Twitter.
you guys actually think your parents wouldn't see though? Like, I feel like
I
you
just
gotta be
figured
a
I'd go
little
to
more-
college, and by the time I came back, they wouldn't care.
and I figured I support every decision you make.
I
so.
didn't really do a lot of bad things. So Jenna's like, Julie,
I was
wants to do
hyped about
something,
it. I'm like, yeah,
rebellious.
let's do it.
Yeah.
So why the cartilage? Did you already have every other part of the
It's
ear
cute.
pierced?
No,
It's
literally
cute,
like
though,
I just
and
kind
it's
of
kinda
wanted to
cute.
be
Okay.
like kind of I was
So-
18 going away to
Little
college.
edgy,
I was like,
little
oh,
edgy.
yeah.
So when you're out at the bar, like looking at guys, like, and if they have an earring, like, what part of the ear is most like? Would you most like them to have?
None.
No,
a
yeah, I'm
piercing?
not
I don't-
guys with earrings. We're not 1990.
Hard pass.
Like,
I will literally I'll be
Oh
on
my
dating
gosh,
apps, and if a guy has an earring, I'm like, oops, no, not for me.
No, that's an immediate swipe left.
Yeah, no.
yeah, it's like a puka shell necklace.
Puka shells are almost.
I
coming-
have
they're
a-
kinda
Oh my
coming
gosh,
back
I
in.
we
have a
don't
puka
want to
shell
tell you about the
necklace,
time with the pearl
so-
necklace experience.
Oh, that, yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, we're not talking about that.
No.
Why? What's this? The pearl shell?
So we're at this concert, and someone was wearing a pearl necklace, some guy, and I was like giving him kind of kudos, but shit at the same
He
time.
looked like a.
He
Yeah.
was also wearing like it was
Hard Gen
It was a
Z-ing
Gen Z times
to the
hard,
max.
and he was a little older than a Gen Z.
So,
But-
kind of pushing
A
it.
hip.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're like acknowledging, we're kind of giving him shit because
Really tight pants.
yeah, it's not a good look, not a good look, but it's
With a pearl necklace.
we're respecting.
At Lakefront Jam.
Yeah, it's a country concert. And he's like going totally Gen Z hipster.
time.
Yeah. Anyways, But I acknowledge the what's it called? Chutzpah, I guess, to like try it. Chutzpah. Whatever.
Yeah.
The courage to try it. So we're like kind of giving him a hard time and complimenting him at the same time. And then later we knew one of his friends. He's like, those are the chicks who were making fun of my necklace.
Sometimes it's also fun to chirp dudes if they're
And we were like, oh my gosh. Like, we were trying to give you a compliment.
out.
Hey, read the setting, fella. Come on. You
Straight
Don't
up.
wear a pearl necklace if you don't want people to comment on
You're
it.
going to a country
Would you
concert.
wear a pearl necklace?
Not
in
to
it?
a country concert. If I'm going to a Travis Scott concert, 100%. I'll
Yeah,
maybe even pierce
yeah.
my ear.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Or if
Pierce
it's
your
like a
cartilage.
breakfast at Tiffany's party. Or
Oh, that would be
something.
so fun.
Yes. Then everybody should be wearing pearls.
Yeah, time and
Yeah.
a place for everything, right?
Exactly.
Maybe not Lakefront Jam.
No. Okay.
Serves me right. I lost my Ray-Bans, so I got my serve. R.I.P.
That's why I can't have nice sunglasses.
Yeah,
They're
I lost
just
another pair last
Yeah.
weekend. Oh,
I don't do them either.
no more sunglasses.
Is it my turn or is it your turn? I
Um.
think it's your turn.
Okay, what's your favorite part? So we're going back to hockey, not pearl necklaces or piercings.
Hard
Great.
segue.
Unless, do you have any piercings?
Ooh.
No, but I
Were
do.
you like a pirate in a past
everyone,
life?
everyone I might have been. I might have been.
Ahoy!
My birthmark. All of my brothers. I have two brothers.
Yeah.
There's three
Okay.
of us. All three of us have
Oldest,
a,
youngest, middle.
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a birthmark on our earlobe.
Oh,
And
really?
it's a really tiny hole.
You guys were totally
Oh.
pirates.
Yeah.
Totally,
so
yeah.
everyone asks us all the time. Oh, did you have your ears pierced? And I'm like, no. Well, yeah, you do. There's a hole right there. And I'm like, wow, that's.
Have
just a
you ever
birthmark.
gotten drunk and tried to put some in it?
I have.
That's what she said.
I haven't, but that sounds fun.
should do
Let's
that
mark that one down, Mace.
Yeah. Next synergy night. You can borrow one of our earrings. That'd be funny as hell.
Okay, your question. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was not my question. That's right. Back to hockey. What's your favorite part of the game? Is it like getting ready for the game? Is it the energy right
Yeah.
before you go on the ice? Is it after the game or in it?
I would say just the locker room as a whole. Whenever you're in the locker room,
Locker room guy.
and like when everyone's in the locker room. So either before practice, after practice, before
Practice?
not really before games because it's more serious, but after games are great.
Okay.
Just the locker room. That's
Good
where
time
all,
guy.
that's where all the good times go down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite place that you've played or traveled to? Take some time. Think about it.
That's tough.
Yeah. Like most favorite.
Most favorite. Just kidding.
Like my favorite place that I guess.
If there's two answers,
What am
that's
I? What am I
too.
taking into account here? Like the city or like the actual rink that I'm playing in, or
You can do both.
You could pick a favorite place you've played at and a favorite place you've like
Travel to.
traveled to for playing.
Like someone gives you a ticket to go anywhere and it can be like back to where you've been. Where would you go?
I would say just in terms of a game and atmosphere, we went over to Sochi, Russia, and we played the Russian team there. And Vladimir Putin dropped the puck for us and gave a speech to the crowd.
Shut up.
That's
And-
pretty cool.
Wow.
The place
Well-
was
Controversial.
absolutely yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like Putin, but
No.
he was there.
Right.
And at the time, like none of us really, obviously don't really. I didn't care about
Putin at the time.
presidents.
It was
at the
just like
time.
a
I was in high
thing.
school. I was in high school,
Yeah.
so yeah. But the place was insane. We won in a shootout, so that was great.
Wow. High
But
stakes.
all of our parents were there, and they were told not to wear any USA gear because
Really?
Straight to jail.
it would have been trouble. Yeah.
Straight to jail.
Dude, Russians are weird, man.
Super.
yeah,
What
that's-
was the style like? What were like the folk?
Were
the
people
regular
chic,
folk,
or
like,
were they not chic?
I picture just lots of mink fur.
Lots of like black
Yeah,
coats.
I mean, there's some of that.
Yeah.
It's really neutral over there. It's like you picture Russia as gray. That's what it is.
It's not a lot of neon.
It's gray. They like their neutral colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No windbreakers in the stands.
I love me a good neon windbreaker.
Short hair, terrible food.
I'm wearing neon
I'm
right
just
now.
picturing like an American family coming in and like windbreakers and like popcorn and a drink. Like
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's
what's
watch
this?
the game,
Stick out
honey.
like a sore thumb.
Dude, our brother goes, if it's not neon, it shouldn't be on.
He wants to combine neon and camo as much as possible.
He kind of, low key though, he rocks it.
It's his vibe, and we get it.
He goes neon camo?
It's the daddest thing you've ever
all
seen.
the time.
That's
His kids do it
sick.
too.
His kids, yeah, they will
Like-
ask to wear neon like daddy.
Neon green? Like
Yeah.
Neon green and
neon
camo.
green and camo.
That's
Loves it.
Great.
It's pretty epic.
That's
And
actually very
he
epic.
literally lives by, if it's not neon, it shouldn't be on.
Where did
Yeah.
he get this neon phobia?
You know, he
know.
adopted it later in life.
He wasn't always a neon guy.
Our mom dressed him up until he went to college, and then it all
We
kind
all
of just
dressed him up.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
once he got out of the house, he's like, now it's my time.
Well, it was a lot of
Yeah, I think
sweatpants
so.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, a
and
lot.
really bad graphic shirts.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You guys don't like
Yeah.
graphic shirts?
Our
Our
like 'em,
brothers
but,
were
like-
not. And his wife jumped in on it. Like,
yeah, this was the best.
this
so
is
like,
okay.
he had this shirt and it was like a rhinoceros, and it was like me so horny,
And it
we're
was
like,
like,
Jeff, you
you
can't
can't
wear
wear
that in
that.
public. You're not gonna get girls, okay?
and so then his wife, what was this, like 2 Christmases ago?
she got,
They have 3 sons.
and he goes, he gets her a shirt, and it's so cute. It goes, "Mom of boys, balls everywhere," and she goes, she like loved it. She just like put it on right away. It was the cutest thing ever, and,
And
we're like,
that's love, you guys.
Match
like,
made in heaven.
yeah, who
Yeah.
knew?
We love
you
our
know,
brother. We love
beats
our
us.
sister-in-law.
We love
Absolutely.
him.
We love him so much. Okay, so Russia is your favorite place that you like?
Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah, I mean, that was my favorite game, I guess. It was
Okay.
the most memorable game. Russia's definitely not my favorite place. I hate that place.
Right,
But
right.
A lot of
So
gray.
what would be your favorite place that you traveled to play at?
Yeah. That's tough. I would say, I mean, probably Tampa Bay. It's the best weather. You know, you're walking around outside, good city, you're on the ocean.
That's pretty hard to beat.
It's tough to beat.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Might see Tom Brady.
yeah. It's
Damn
just
straight.
a great, that's
Yeah.
a great city. It's a great city to play in.
Just might run into a Brady. You never know.
You never know. That'd be nice.
I wouldn't mind it. I love TB12.
Oh yeah,
I'm okay with him.
I'd love to run into Giselle. I mean,
Yes, I
Hey.
would love to run into Giselle.
Would you guys take TB12 or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ooh.
Ooh.
With or without their significant others?
Without.
Obviously, without.
Well, I don't know. Giselle is like a package deal with TB.
So if Giselle's with TV, it's like, yeah, no.
TV,
you
for
can,
sure.
You can hop into Giselle. Don't
No,
worry.
not like. But I don't know. I think.
Probably TV.
Can I take Gronk?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna
want
say
Gronk.
I would rather pick. Yeah, Gronk or.
Why Gronk? Like, he's
don't
not
know.
better looking than TB12.
I
He's
just
got,
love
like, a
Gronk.
hotness
He's
factor,
got
I
like
don't know.
some.
He's got something.
Yeah.
He's got something.
He's
Yeah.
just a fun guy. I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
attracts
He's a
people.
degenerate. He's awesome.
Yeah,
Love him.
It's likable.
I like that too. I'm a big Gronk guy.
Big Gronk fan. And Camille is really hot too.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I'll take a Sports Illustrated supermodel. Yeah, shoot.
It's fine.
Sure, why not?
Well, if it comes down to it.
If it comes
just
down to
kidding. Okay, so Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. I like it.
Yeah.
Great state, great town,
Great town.
good rink.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jen, your turn.
I
Oh,
think
wait.
it's your turn, actually.
Oh yeah, that was yours. Sorry.
But go for it.
Speaking of playing places, would you prefer to play home or away?
It obviously depends where your home games are being played, but
Oh.
typically home.
Okay.
But I wouldn't sacrifice those away games either. Like,
What's so good about the away games?
It's just a different. There's something about people, cheering against you that gets you fired up. I don't know.
Okay. More or less pressure, would you say?
Yeah.
On away games, is
Yeah.
that more pressure?
Yeah.
I would say it's less pressure. That's kind of why it's nice because
That's what I would think.
everyone wants the other team to win. So like, you're the guy. Like when you're at home, everyone wants you to win. So there's a lot of pressure because if you don't win, everyone's sad.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't win on the road, it's like everyone's happy. So you're like, oh, well, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Not a bad
Absolutely.
way
Yeah.
to go down.
Okay. I want a drum roll for this one, I think. Okay, what was your favorite hockey award that you've ever won?
Like a personal award?
I was just gonna say it could be anything.
Hit us with all
Like
of it.
hardware
You got a couple
or
favorites?
award.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I guess I've only won. Well, my favorite one's national championship. So I mean, that's
Oh, that's a shitty one. I'm just kidding.
that's the best. Yeah, that's the best trophy I've ever won.
That one, you
I
sure?
guess.
No.
I've got 2 silver medals. I wish I could say gold, but got beaten the gold medal twice.
It happens.
Where was that at?
Windsor and Sochi.
Sochi.
Very nice.
I'm from Sochi. That was so weird. You know what I mean?
Sochi's the vacation town of Russia.
Really?
And, oh yeah, it's like the
Ooh.
place they all vacation, in Russia, and it's terrible.
There's a lot of vodka, I'm sure.
It's hilarious. They vacation there. It's like us going to, like it's
Grand
probably
Forks.
yeah. It's like us going to like Gull Lake or something.
Hey, I like Gull Lake.
Gull Lake's great,
Yeah.
but it's like in terms of all the other spots you could go,
yeah.
it's probably not up there, but
Yeah,
Right.
but not bad.
not bad. No, I'm not bashing Gull Lake. I love Gull Lake. All right, get me to Zorbas. I'll be having a good time.
Yes.
Yes. We're big Cross Lake chicks.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of good times.
We've torn
It's
up
Moonlight
Bay. A couple nights.
Oh,
couple nights with the
Moonlight
fam.
Bay is epic.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
dance floor, you basically lose a flip flop on because it's so
Huge.
sticky.
You know what? And you just get home to the couch and
Oh, it's
yeah.
great.
They
Yeah.
have like a boat hanging from the ceiling. When
They
you walk
do.
It's
In. I
incredible.
love that.
Love it.
And they have that fog machine. Oh.
By
so
the end of the
good.
night, you don't see much.
No.
Is it that foggy in there? I haven't been there like
It's
that.
just really
late.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
But
when
a
you're
lot
just
of
as short as
fun.
I am on the dance
It's kind of
floor,
like basement bar where you just like
Yeah.
Just-
but with
little
a
bit
bunch
more
of lake
open.
townies, and
And
then
it's-
you can go outside too. Like if you're like, ooh, I need some
Yeah,
air.
a lot of people smoke
Pop
there.
outside.
A lot of people.
smoke cigs.
Yeah, a lot of
Love
cigs.
that. Good for them.
But yeah, it's a kind of a family spot because you can, you bring your parents and
Yeah.
Party with the fam. It's a good
drive
spot.
home and
Basement bar's not a family spot.
No. I don't know. What do you think?
Wouldn't classify it.
Maybe Nolo's.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good family spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite hockey moment?
I guess I don't really like bringing. It's gonna have to be the national championship again. I guess
Yeah.
that was the best moment. You get to spend it with your teammates and your families there, and everyone's just happy. When everyone's happy and having a good time,
Such a good
it just
vibe.
makes it's a good vibe.
Yeah. Like a wedding,
Yeah.
but better.
Yeah, but a little better just because you don't have to do those random stop and chats with people. Like at weddings, you like the whole time you're like stop and
Yeah.
chatting with these people that you barely you met once, and they're like, "Oh, the last time I seen you, what's your favorite color?" And like
Or they're
Oh,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like your
all
mom's
these all those
coworkers or
all those
something.
questions
Yeah.
that mean nothing. They have no
And
substance.
you're like, I
and
probably
you have
won't
to,
see you for
and you have to answer them, and you have to ask them the same questions, and it's like I don't really care what you did last weekend or
Yeah.
how you've been really, but I'm gonna ask, how have you been?
How have you been? Okay, good times.
Okay, so do you have any pregame or did you have any pregame rituals?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
You weren't
I
like
guess.
superstitious or anything.
Not a ton. I tried not to be. I was a little bit.
Just a little stitious.
But then it gets in the way, like
Gets in your head.
superstitions get in your way because if you don't complete one of those tasks or you don't do something, then you're in your head
totally thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
I might die,
Yeah.
But I would say I would always put on my right skate, right shin pad, right elbow pad, right glove.
Okay, so you do
I'd
the
go
right.
right first every time. I don't know why. But
Are you right?
Are you
Right-handed?
right-handed or left-handed?
I'm left-handed in hockey, but my dominant hand is my right hand.
Got it.
Oh, that's like our nephew.
So
Yeah.
well, my right hand's my.
So you write with your right hand, but you play with your left hand.
Well, if you think about hockey, when I say I'm a lefty, that means my right hand is on the top of the stick. So the whole game, basically, if I don't have the puck, I have one hand on my stick. It's in my right hand. So it makes sense to be dominant right hand and be a left-handed shooter.
Absolutely.
because you control the entire stick with your right hand. But
Okay.
it's considered lefty. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, so that's considered lefty.
Yeah.
Okay, odd.
Yeah.
But you write with your right hand
Yep.
then. Okay.
I golf right-handed too, which is weird.
So
So
is
like I'm
that
shooting a puck like this, and then I'm.
how do you golf?
Golfing.
Normal. You golf like a
Normal.
civilian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a civilian.
Not
Like,
like-
us. We were just joking about using that term.
No, we
recently.
Like a civilian.
I don't know.
All civilians are right-handed in golf for sure.
No,
That
we,
was the dumbest
we were
thing
joking.
ever.
No, we were joking about that the other
Where
day.
did that come from?
The Anna Delvey thing.
Oh, yeah. Have you watched the
That
Making-
was so
Inventing
funny.
Anna?
Though. It was
No,
funny.
what is that?
So intense.
Oh, it's like a docu-series on Netflix. It's pretty good.
Should I watch it?
Yeah.
As soon as you get home.
She's
probably.
like,
It's very
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a watch and give you guys my
Your
score
take?
on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I read some articles. It's
She has a
actually
really bad
pretty-
accent the whole time, so you have to put
I
up with
kind of
that,
like
but
it though. It's Ruth from Ozarks. Did you ever watch Ozarks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Ruth, and that's the
Oh,
main
so
chick.
it's a TV show,
It's
fictional.
like a
Yes.
docu-series.
It's
but
actually pretty
true.
accurate. So I did research
Oh.
that, and like it's pretty spot on with like the
Shockingly
actual
accurate.
stuff. Like the person who writes the article, who the show is from like her point of view kind of thing, was a real life person.
It's so intense.
Those are cool. I like those when it's real story. Then because like it just means a little more. You know, it's
Yeah.
a little bigger.
and
And
the
they're
whole
like,
time
the-
you're just shocked. Like, how did this actually happen?
And she actually stole a plane,
She
What?
stole a private jet.
a
So
chartered
that's
private jet.
real.
It's real, but
She's
in the
just like, "Bill me
show, it's
later."
fake because she was going to whose house was she going to in the show? Like Bill
Warren
Gates'
Buffett's.
Warren Buffett's house in the show, but in real life, she was
going
just going to like some
Random.
big meeting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she just hopped on the
You
jet.
gotta
and
you
is
gotta
like,
pump it
"Bill
up.
me
It's like when
later."
you're
Yeah,
telling
like,
a story to your
right.
friends. You know, like
a
you
meeting,
you throw
Warren
in a little-
Buffett's.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and maybe
Yeah.
he was like the Warren Buffett of that company or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Whatever.
might have been.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Something.
gotta exaggerate a little bit if you're a good storyteller. Because
the money's all exaggerated. Like her 40 million deal is 25 million in real life and stuff.
I feel like you don't even have to exaggerate that though, because that's
Yeah,
it's
that's a
still,
lot.
Still a lot
still
of
a lot.
money,
I know, and every episode says like all of this is true except for the exaggerated stuff.
and it's pretty accurate.
except for the numbers and a little
The
exaggeration.
embellishments.
details.
It's a Shonda Rhimes, a Shondaland film.
I don't know what that is.
She did. Shonda Rhimes wrote the Grey's Anatomy series.
Wow, Gage. good
Still
culture.
does it?
Also, didn't she?
Well, now
Still.
she has a production company called
Because
Shondaland.
isn't Grey's still going? Like, what do
I
they
don't know.
have?
I don't know.
22
We don't keep
seasons.
up
I
with
dropped
that.
off after 6.
But
Yeah.
didn't she also do Survivor or no?
oh gosh, I don't know.
I thought she did.
I didn't know she did Survivor. That's news to me.
Jeff
Well,
and Julie, sorry.
We'll get a fact check here.
Sorry if
Nice.
I'm wrong. I know you guys probably know.
Yeah, our brother.
Our
and
brothers will call
sister-in-law
us on
are-
everything.
He
so.
knows it.
Yeah,
Love you, Jeff.
love you, Jeff.
Okay.
Um,
Where were we? I'm totally.
back to
I don't even know.
hockey.
Is it you
So
or is it me?
it's me.
Okay.
What makes someone like a good lineman, or like? Do you have a favorite teammate to play with, or like what's your
Yeah.
favorite kind
Yeah.
of person to play with?
You definitely
outside?
do. I mean, each guy is different on the ice, but I would say the guys you want to play with are the guys who communicate and talk the most.
Yeah.
Because when you have a partner, you're playing on a line with a guy who's talking to you, then there's certain guys who are really good at talking and certain guys who they struggle with it, just like anything else. But if you're with someone who can talk well, they can tell you what to do before you get the puck. If you can't see something,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they can tell you what's coming, and it just makes the game a lot easier. So you really want to play with someone who can talk really well. And then there's obviously guys who don't share the puck as much as other guys, and you want to play
Puck
with,
hogs.
yeah,
Puck
you don't want to play with a puck hog, but some guys are, and they're still good players. But
Do you ever say like, "Yo, man, like, pass the puck"?
Share the puck.
yeah,
the
but
puck.
it's awkward because
Puck me.
you tell a guy to pass the puck and he gets a little offended. So
Like he's doing something wrong.
yeah,
Do you ever feel like people are really good at talking on the ice but not off?
for sure,
Like some people are super good at.
100%.
like,
Yeah,
I feel like the ones who would probably be really good at communicating on the ice might be not. I don't know.
yeah,
Just
it's
a-
really
just
random.
a hunch.
It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
random. It's really random. Yeah, like you'd think like some guys who are really good at talking off, just talking in the public and with people. Sometimes they
Like
can't.
the social butterfly.
Well, it all has to. Talking on the ice all has to do with how you think the game, what your hockey IQ is. If you can't think the game as well as others, you're not going to be able to talk because you don't know what's going on as fast as other guys. So usually the guys who are talking have really high IQ.
Do you take like a hockey IQ test, or is it just the game that
There's
tells
not.
you?
Yeah, it's kind of just the
No,
game.
I don't know. Is that a dumb question? I guess I don't.
You
I
can't
never
take
played
a
hockey.
test. I don't think there's any test that tells the hockey
you gotta
IQ.
let the performance speak for itself.
Yeah, it's
There
kind of
you
like
go.
compete level. Like, can you take a test to?
Like emotional IQ. Well, you can kind of test emotional.
You can kind of test emotional intelligence.
IQ. There, that's
know.
what I was looking for.
Yeah. Emotional intelligence is a good one to have. To know others' emotions, to read the room, and
It's
know
fabulous.
when to
Yes.
when to say something and when
Yes.
not to. It's a big part of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's always funny when people don't have that emotional
Makes
intelligence
really
and
good
they say
TV.
something to
It
someone.
really does.
Yes, it's great.
It's great TV. I love it. Support you. Not you,
Okay.
but like people like that.
Absolutely. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could, would you have played any other positions?
Yeah. Did you choose the position or did it choose you?
It kind of chose me.
How?
Lay it out for us.
So I played in East Grand Forks. We had a really good youth program there, and we had really good players. But the way you can, I was good when I was younger. I was bigger. I just matured at a young age, and the only way you could play, the most minutes on the ice is if you played defense.
Oh.
Because at forward you get too tired to be on the ice that much, but if you play defense you can play a lot more minutes. So I got thrown on defense when I was younger and just kind of played all the way up.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, I would have loved to play forward. I think I would have been better at it.
Yeah, I could see you.
And then I could have scored goals and I never got to do that. So
That sucks.
yeah, it's tough.
It happens.
When in Rome. Okay, what advice would you give your younger self or a young guy trying to play hockey?
That was a beautiful segue, by the way.
Play forward? Just kidding.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful segue.
Would you have told your younger self to play forward?
Yeah.
100%.
I knew that was going to be your answer.
I would have said stop working on your slap shot and just start stick handling and working out forward.
Handle the stick, brother.
Okay, what was this question now? What was this next one?
What advice would you give your younger self or a younger guy trying to play hockey?
Yeah. I would say stick handle.
Stick handle?
Yep. And don't, play other sports. Don't burn yourself out.
That's true. Would you say
Be versatile.
foot speed or stick handling is more important? Or does it not matter?
That's tough. It's probably a little both. I would say skating's probably more important at this point. But they both, if you can't stick handle, you can't play, and if you can't skate, you can't play. So
Even it out.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I also have a question for you guys. Do your listeners, do they give a shit about hockey, or is this
Oh, yeah. Of course.
We're
okay.
sports and entertainment
multifaceted.
podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, hell, we'll talk about tennis. We'll talk about anything.
I'll talk any sport
We'll
with you guys.
We'll
Yeah.
talk tennis. We'll talk soccer. We'll talk football. we'll talk baseball.
We're here
we'll
to
talk
kind of
basketball.
bridge the gap between entertainment and sports. Because,
I
And
like it.
offer a little feminine touch to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because a lot of feminine podcasts are all sex and dating, and it's what if you want to get some other knowledge in your life, but you don't have time to listen to 100 different podcasts?
That's true. I feel like girls,
So that's-
it's beneficial for girls to know some things about sports. Just
That's
so,
what we like to
when
give
they're out
them.
on a date, they can kind of relate to the guy. He says something, and they're like, oh, I know.
I
what
heard about
is.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heard
you're talking
that.
about that trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's where we come into play.
I like
That's what
that.
the ladies listen to us for.
Yeah,
That's why I want to get on, on my podcast, we do just kind of stories from college, and that's
Oh, yeah?
kind of the basis.
Yeah.
But I really want to get on some, maybe current or former girlfriends of hockey players to see what it's like to be a girlfriend of a hockey player. Because everyone's always worried about the player, but
Interesting input.
you know what? These girls have lives too.
Yeah, you guys should.
And
Heck yeah, they do.
it's funny because like when a guy wins a Stanley Cup, like a lot of those wives, they also think they won the Stanley Cup.
I would too. Did you guys see that? Yes.
That was so funny. That was not as bad as the time you spilled. What did you spill? Tequila? Or was it?
Oh, that one episode. Yeah, we drank one episode.
It was the last episode we did.
One episode?
Yeah, the one we did.
I don't think I've ever done a podcast episode not drinking. What's that like?
Well,
dialed in. 1,000%.
We keep it dialed.
Dialed.
No, one episode we were doing tequila. It was just us in here.
It's like low-key our favorite.
Oh.
It is our favorite one.
Us.
I can't
But
imagine
I talked
doing
really
tequila.
slow.
Drinking some skinny girl marg straight out the bottle.
I couldn't do it doing drinking tequila. That would be...
It was a little mixy.
It was intense. No, it wasn't intense. It was
fun.
good. It was chill. Very chill.
Was it? What kind of tequila was it?
Patron.
Oh.
Oh.
Getting a little fancy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm getting
It
a
was
little...
in a nice bottle.
I can't do the rail stuff as well as I
Were you
used to.
guys like sipping on it? Or was it a
So I do a
mixed
Patron
drink?
and soda
Okay.
with a splash of pineapple, but I didn't want to get too much, so it was just a Patron and soda.
No pineapple with it. Oh, because if you would have
Well, I
tossed
mean,
a pineapple
I'm,
in
like,
there,
up
you'd
in
have
here.
had too many.
Yeah, it was, you know, the soda blew up everywhere. It was kind
It
of
was a little
sticky
bit of a
for a
mess.
while. Jack's like, it's okay. I've had that
okay.
happen before. It's going to get sticky. I'm like, oh.
I just stuck to the skinny girl.
Yeah. Bethany Frankel on Real Housewives in New York, she has a skinny girl margarita. So it's like margarita in
It's
a bottle.
amazing.
It's
Women
amazing.
supporting women.
Yes.
It's so great.
Yes.
It is.
We love it.
So Jenna was drinking that.
It's really good on the boat too.
So what's it like running a business?
Break it
CEO?
down. Yeah.
Well, it's fun. It depends on what you like doing. So it's like, well, when I was playing hockey, the reason I retired from hockey was I was kind of bored during the day. Because when you're playing hockey and you practice, you go to the rink at 8 a.m. and you probably leave at like noon. And then you have the rest of the day to do things. And I kind of like to stay busy. It just makes me feel good to have something to do all the time. So that's kind of what it's like. I mean, there's always something to do at all times. You're getting emails at all points of the day. And there are, obviously there's great things about having a job and you go to work at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and you leave at 4 or 5, and that's it. You have the rest of the night to yourself, and you don't have to worry about work. Which is probably one of the cons of my job is when I go home, it's not over.
Yeah.
There's still things that need to be done, and people who want answers and replies on emails or whether it's a phone call or anything, but. There's a lot of stress involved with it, but it is nice to, kind of have your hands on the steering wheel, and you get to steer, where it goes and what you do and what decisions are made, and you kind of get to create your own schedule. However much you want to work, however little you want to work, you can do, and that's a really big pro of the job. If I have a vacation coming up or if I have plans, I can schedule our days around that stuff. But it's been great. I couldn't do it without my business partner, Clint Lewis. I can't imagine, there are people who start businesses on their own.
Shout out to Clint.
Yeah. Shout out Clint. He's great. It would be tough. It would be a lot harder doing it on your own. I can't imagine because both of us started it together and we kind of work off each other and split the work in half. And I don't know if it'd be possible to do what we do without each other. So that made it a lot easier. And we're, when you get into business with people, you really want the other person to be as involved as you are and have that same passion. Because if you don't, some problems can arise. But we're both very passionate about it because it's our lives and it really works well between us. So it's been a lot of fun and we kind of recreated that locker room feel that we had in hockey that we missed so much.
Okay.
You know, like when you retire from hockey, you really miss the locker room and the guys, being around the guys and just, you know, shooting the shit with those guys. And we kind of recreated that with having a moving company. You know, we get there in the morning and all the guys show up and you know, you banter back and forth with each other, make jokes, and everyone's got, you know, you got those inside jokes that you share with each other. And then you go out, you know, it stops from, you know, joking around and you go out and you turn into your professional self.
Get down to business.
Yeah, you get down to business, you get serious, and then once the day's over, you all come back and you're back in the locker room together, you know, saying those jokes, and it's just a good feel, you know, and we really enjoy it. And I don't think I'd do anything different now, you know, even if something happened to Minnē Movers, or if, you know, like someone, I don't know, there's plenty of liability that we take on with what goes on. If something were to happen and we had to, you know, dissolve Minnē Movers, we'd probably just try to do something else that similar to what we're doing now. So
what would be like second choice?
Oh, good question.
I just feel like I picture you guys like running like a coffee shop or something. That'd be super funny.
Yeah, I mean, second choice probably just be starting a really cool bar somewhere.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That would be great.
What would it be called?
Yes. Name right now. What would it be?
Oh man,
What would be you and Clint's bar name?
The Loomis.
The Loomis.
Because his last name is Lewis and my last name is Ausmus, and we kind of put them together and it goes Loomis.
The Loomis.
Sounds like you guys have thought of this
The
before.
Loomis.
Have you thought of this?
Is this your retirement plan? No.
You're retired. What kind of food are you gonna serve?
We're serving bar food there. It's gonna be
Strictly bar food.
It's a little
Serious question. What kind of French fries? Waffle, steak fries, or like the skinny fries?
Also, will you guys branch off to bar pizza or no?
Oh, bar pizza.
Bar pizza
Solid
would be good.
question.
What's the take on bar pizza like? Like frozen pizzas thrown in, or
Yeah.
I
Are you
don't-
asking for our opinion?
I don't know.
Or...
I don't know if I'd go bar pizza. Like I would want to have like
Keep it more like
I would want to have bar food, like
Right.
burgers, you know, chicken strips, chicken sandwiches, all that stuff,
cheese
nachos.
curds.
But I want to make it a little more than your average bar food. You know,
Of
it's
course
like
you
I
do.
want to get
Of
some.
course
I
you
want to
do.
get some chef
Yeah.
in there who
Yeah.
knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
making good food. So
specials.
people
Yeah.
are coming for the food, but they're staying for the music and the drinks after.
Live music, huge.
And the vibe.
Yeah.
Yes.
The vibe is all what it's all about. You got to have the right, you know, decor.
Vibe times 10.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. We couldn't hold it in.
So paint a picture. What would the vibes be like?
Gosh, I haven't thought much about.
I mean,
this.
we're kind of deep.
I'm
in.
still serious about the French fries, though. Did we decide on which kind?
Oh,
You got some crinkle. You got a waffle. You got
Sweet
what's
potato.
that?
I'm definitely not going crinkle.
Okay, good.
Spicy,
I'm going-
savory,
I'm going-
sweet.
No, I'm going salted. You know, just the normal French fry, similar to a McDonald's fry, but more crispy.
Slightly
Okay.
elevated.
But then
Yeah.
I'm also gonna add in, you know, plus $2 waffle fry basket.
Oh, word.
You get the seasoned sour cream with
Aioli.
it.
Throw
There
some
it
of
is.
that.
There you
Boom.
go.
Yeah.
Boom.
You want that, yeah.
Well
you want that
done.
option.
The
Absolutely.
option. Just the option, you know.
Because if it's an option, no one's getting the normal fries. Let's be
And
real.
then you're making a surplus of $2 every
Absolutely,
time.
Yeah.
and that shit adds up.
Just because you shaped it like a waffle.
Exactly.
And
It's
it's just
the same thing.
And let's be honest,
But
they
better.
taste
Come
better.
on. I
They
like waffle
taste
fries
so
a lot
much
better.
better.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Why is that?
Science. I don't know.
Incredible.
It
They're
really
so
is.
good.
It really is.
So much ranch and ketchup.
Okay. So now that we know all that, I don't know if you answered this or not yet, but what is your favorite part about like owning a business or like running a business?
I would say just being able to steer the wheel, kind of answering to yourself. You're not like trying to. I feel like when you're working a job, or even it relates to athletics too. Like when you're a player on the team, you're kind of putting on a face for your coach, trying to act like someone that you want them to see. And when you don't have a coach or a boss to answer to, you're kind of just yourself. And I think that's my favorite part. there's a lot of weight that lies on your shoulders in that, where if something goes wrong, it's on you.
And you have to have the answers.
And you have to have the answers. You have to take responsibility. But it is great to just be able to make those decisions and to know that if something does go wrong, it's your fault. Versus like if you're a player or an employee, something goes wrong, you can point the finger somewhere and be like, I don't know, I had nothing to do with that. No. Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my assignment.
Right.
I didn't get that email.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my favorite part for sure.
Yeah.
So like, this is kind of off the cuff. Have you ever had any like weird moving stories where like people's like any like moving people's stuff is kind of like an intimate thing, and you guys probably like pack it and move it and stuff.
Do I have weird moving stories?
Yes.
How long do you guys have?
Okay.
Pick your weirdest one.
Favorite one or weirdest one. I don't know if they're the same.
There's one that's by far the weirdest, craziest job we've done. You've seen TLC Hoarders.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've actually been in a few hoarding houses, but there was one that was like, I don't even know if they would have shown it on Hoarders. It was that bad. So this lady.
What's the smell like?
Well, I'll get into that a little bit here.
Okay.
So this lady, the nicest lady you could ever meet.
She appeared to be normal.
She didn't appear to be normal, but
okay.
she's very sweet, very nice, great person, but had a problem with keeping things and buying things and keeping them. But anyways, she actually happened to have a lot of money. She's an oncologist, so she had her own practice, so she had a lot of money. So she's living in this pretty big house, huge yard. She, once upon a time, before we got there, she was moving out when we got there, obviously. But once upon a time, she had owned 27 dogs, 27 cats, and 27 parrots.
Why
While
27?
working as a full-time oncologist.
Is there a reason
Correct.
for 27?
I don't know. I didn't ask her,
Is
but
that the legal limit?
That's a story.
Is that the legal limit?
I think the legal limit is not.
Maybe like 5.
It's before. It's a lot before that.
Probably.
But I guess
Is there a legal limit?
I don't know.
I think there is. Yeah.
Okay.
It eventually becomes animal cruelty or something.
Yeah.
But the story.
Things you shouldn't have to look into.
The story behind it
right.
is she had taken in all of her patients' pets that passed
so there
away.
was a
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So as you know, like oncologists,
it's cancer.
cancer doctors, it's just like other professions, like some police officers or paramedics, they have some PTSD from their jobs.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So they go through some mental things, and obviously being a cancer doctor, you see a lot of your patients who you get close with end up passing away, which is, I mean, none of us can really relate, but that has to be really hard.
So heartbreaking, yeah.
Really
so
tough.
she would take in their pets, eventually got it up to 27. Anyways, she went on a vacation for 3 weeks. I don't know where it was, but obviously she had hired a dog walker and a pet sitter to come take care of the animals, because it's like she cared for the animals.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like a neglect of, but obviously I'm assuming, I don't know the story, but I'm assuming the dog walker or the pet keeper walked into the house and was like, no, I'm not doing this. Mm-hmm. So they walked out. So when we had walked into the place, the like hoarding houses, like this house is, it's probably a 5-bedroom house. Is huge.
Beautiful house.
I mean, from the outside, I guess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk inside, and obviously it's just like there's little pathways to each room, and everything else is, piled up to the ceiling.
To the ceiling?
Yeah. But anyways, the
is it like organized mess or just
a little bit.
okay?
So our task was to move her puzzles and books.
Oh, you weren't even moving her completely out.
We just had to move her puzzles, books, and art.
Okay. Good category.
So that's it.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, well, okay.
Oh no, I'm just like.
I know. I'm like.
So, anyways, you don't know moving trucks, but our moving trucks are pretty big. Like we can
Right.
typically fit a 2 to 3 bedroom full house in one truck.
Okay.
Well, we had 2 trucks there, and we filled them all, and we had to go back for a 3rd truck. Puzzles, books, and art. That's how many puzzles, books, and art she had.
Holy cow.
But anyways, we walk in the house, and, well, we were prepared because I had seen it before. But I walk in this house, and the whole floor is, like, all the hallways are, like, kind of cemented shit. From pets.
Oh my god.
So the whole it's probably like an inch and a half of like, you know, poop that had been trampled over for however long, you know. So when I went and looked at the house before we moved it to accept the job, I walked in with a mask on because the realtor was like, "Yeah, you want to put a mask on to walk through." Okay, put a mask on. And the mask was not enough. Like I walked in and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
like it was the worst smell I've ever smelled. So I'm just walking on top of like, at this point, the poop was cement. Like it was not soft. Like it was cement. It had been trampled over so many times that it was part of the floor.
Oh my gosh, gross.
But anyways, yeah, we go into this house, so we go prepared. We're wearing like hazmat suits, like full on hazmat suits moving out.
Oh my gosh.
And when so she's got like, I mean, puzzles and puzzles and puzzles and books and books and books and all these art decoration pieces, and one of the guys ended up knocking over a snow globe.
Oh no.
The snow globe drops, hits the ground,
Right.
you know, splatters everywhere. And this once concrete poo turned into, you know, slushy,
my gosh.
sloppy from the snow globe.
Ew.
But yeah, so like
Oh,
we're
that's
moving,
disgusting.
we're moving out this place, and
You're painting a real picture for us.
we're
Were all the pets alive? I'm picturing like a
Yeah.
dead animal stuck like somewhere.
there were
Okay.
there were more than a few dead animals in there. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Anyways, we're grabbing things, and we're grabbing, you know, some of our art decorations, and we're not taking care of. I mean, we're just grabbing things and throwing it into the truck because it's like, this is wild.
Where were you moving to? Was she getting rid of it or like a storage
No,
facility?
she was moving into a new house.
Was the house bigger?
Did someone
No.
buy this house?
No.
No. So it's getting everything out so
She
you
sold,
can sell it.
She's getting everything out that she needed because they were coming in to just demolish the house.
Got
it.
Okay. So that's
That's-
at the level that it's at.
Getting everything that she wanted to keep. She wanted to keep the books and the puzzles and the art.
One day she's going to do them all.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, anyways, we're going through, obviously, like we're going through all this stuff, and we're grabbing all of her like decorations and art pieces, and we grab one of these, like it was a picture in a frame. It was a painting, and it was just laying in a corner, like stuff on top of it. And one of the guys picks it up, and she's like, "Oh, could you actually put a blanket over that one? If you could, please." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." We go outside, and like she's kind of not around, and we're all sitting outside at break, and we look at this painting, and we look up the art.
No.
We look up the artist, and we see the painting online. It was being sold for like, it was going for like $28,000. So she had a $28,000 painting just laying on the floor, and then she had maybe like 50 to 60 of these metal animal sculptures that were probably like the size of 2 fists. And we're grabbing all these and throwing them in trash bags and just like carrying them out, throwing them on the truck. But one of the guys ended up looking at the bottom of one of these, decorations, and he types in the artist, and you can find them online. And each one of these little decorations costs $5,000. And we're
Holy
just throwing them
balls.
in trash bags in the back of trucks. So it was crazy.
Wow. Talk
It
about
was
an art collection.
nuts. Yeah, but really nice lady. I mean, obviously she's seen some things and had some,
Ties
mental
to some stuff.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
that's the craziest job we've ever done.
Oh man, I'm
That's
just
intense.
yeah, I can't even imagine.
And she did have she at the time we got there, all of her, I guess the city had come and taken all of her pets away because there, like you said, there is a limit to.
yeah,
A legal limit. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a legal limit to how many pets you can have, so the city came and took some away. But she did have one parrot in the house, and the parrot could talk, so the parrot was talking the whole time we were moving out.
That's so
What was
annoying.
it saying?
Yeah.
And it actually was chirping one guy the whole time. It's like every time you like come back, he'd be like, loser, loser. Like, oh, it was hilarious.
That's so
That's pretty funny.
It was one of the most memorable things I'll probably ever do.
And those like weird experiences bring your team together so
Yeah,
closely.
they
so
do.
like you guys probably have like a really good time doing weird, shitty for lack of a better
Yeah, I
word,
mean-
stuff, but like
Yeah, you're doing
know,
it and it's terrible. It's like the
but
worst thing you've ever done.
Unfortunate
But
jobs,
afterwards,
yeah.
you're like, that was kind of awesome.
yeah. So about that, wow. Okay, so what has surprised you like the most of all of this? And like another question on that note, like what is your guys' vision for Minnē Movers?
Absolutely.
I guess what has surprised us is that I think it's what surprises anyone, like when you get into the workforce and you start doing things, at the start you like tell yourself that you can do it, but you don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, I don't know how to, run a business, or I don't know how to do any of this stuff.
Did you guys make like a business plan model or anything
Of course.
like that? Okay, you did do like all the like cheesy
We went
stuff.
through all of
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah. It's funny.
I didn't know.
It's
like
funny
you don't
to-
know.
Yeah,
It's funny to look back on, but
Yeah.
that's what, But yeah, you just don't know if you can do it, and you still like we're two and a half and change years into it, and you're still, we're still learning things every day, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what that was the biggest eye-opening thing. Like I always tell people that are scared of doing their own thing, or if they're questioning if they can do it, I think it's just you just got to do it. And are you someone that's going to let yourself fail, and are you going to quit? Well, then probably don't do it. Well, if you're someone that is not going to let yourself fail and you're not going to quit, then do it, because it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And what you put in, you're probably going to get out of it. So that was the most surprising thing. But our goal, it's kind of hard. It's hard to look ahead in the future, but obviously you do have a goal.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some things we want to do, and we've added storage into our
Really good
business.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just goes in with moving, so we're trying to do everything that goes in with moving. We do disposal now, so we'll go in if you want to throw away, your furniture and stuff that you can't just throw in the trash. We'll go do that. But there's
Garbage
plenty.
is a really lucrative business, believe it or not.
It is, and you never like telling people you're a garbage man, or you throw things away, but there's a lot of money in it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really scary going to the landfills that are 20 miles outside of town, and you drive into one of these landfills and all you can see is miles and miles of trash that no one here knows that's there, but it's there, and it's a huge just pile of miles and miles of trash with huge excavators driving around, and it's kind of dusty, and you can't really, it's foggy and you can't see, and it's just all that trash sitting there, and you're like, what are they going to do with this? And then you start to think every single household and every apartment is throwing away a bag of trash every 3 days.
Yeah.
Where does it all go? I don't know, but
Absolutely.
Does it make you, do you feel like you've become more like energy, like reusable, efficient because of that, or no?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does.
It's easier
seeing that definitely does be like it makes you like, oh my, like there's no way this is sustainable to throw away, like because if you think about it, I mean, we're all gonna be throwing, like, I'll throw away this bottle, you're gonna be throwing away those cups, and we're all gonna be throwing away. I mean, picture your life, like every day you're throwing away something in the trash. Where does it go? It literally just gets buried in the ground.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's
they bury it though. That makes sense. I wonder if they couldn't like burn it for energy.
Well, if you burn it, it's like terrible for the environment.
Oh,
yeah,
because it just goes straight into the.
There's got to be a way
atmosphere.
you can make energy from it. Get Elon Musk on that.
We just need some smart person to figure that out for us.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's working on it right now. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah,
for sure. It's above my pay grade.
Just
straight
throw,
up.
Just throw it in. Just throw it in the ocean. That big.
No.
That big, floating pile of trash that's like twice the size of Texas.
It'll sink.
It'll eventually, once it gets enough water in it, it'll sink to the bottom.
It's horrible. Oh my gosh. So cool. Branching out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully eventually, but yeah, that's the plan.
Makes sense. I had another question, but I forgot about it already. Jen, your turn.
It's fine. I think
was an
we're ready to
off-the-cuff one.
slide in.
Oh yeah.
If you're in a sliding mood, let's slide in. Time to
you talk
go
about
into
it.
the DMs.
So we talk about the DMs.
Okay.
Like
Buckle up.
So what kind of DMs do you get
Yeah, expose us, please.
as like a guy, young guy
and
on
let
the
us,
market?
Yeah.
I would say 80% of my DMs are Forex trading people who like 10 of my pictures in a row, and then they will DM me saying, "Hey Gage, I've got a proposition for you," and that's pretty much all of my DMs. That's literally every single new DM, unsolicited DM I get is most often a Forex or like some.
Is that like the crypto traders?
Yeah, crypto Forex is foreign exchange, so
Oh, duh.
Got it.
they go off. They try to put your money in whatever company's or country's currency, and
Wire transfers.
and then they trade it with the it's all
Sketchy
a
stuff.
scheme. It's
Yeah.
a Ponzi
Sketchy.
scheme is
Yeah,
what it is.
So we're more talking about the ladies, though.
Yeah.
But
Do you prefer to get slid in on or slide in on people? Like,
I'm
would
gonna-
you rather slide into someone's DMs
Yeah, let
or have
us
someone
know.
slide in? Tell the ladies.
from a male perspective, this is good to know.
I would love to have someone slide in, but it doesn't happen often. I think the guys are typically the ones who slide in, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it
I would
happens
say.
every once in a while. If it never happens unsolicited for me. Like, it'll happen if I end up talking to a girl at a bar and then she'll like make a joke
Follow
to
up
me,
on it,
follow
yeah,
up or
okay.
something. But I would say like a random DM from someone I haven't came across, that doesn't really happen for me.
Oh. Really? That's so
Yeah.
odd.
You
I
ever
feel
do like the like to like game?
Oh,
bada
yeah,
bing,
yeah,
bada
yeah,
boom?
yeah. You
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
them, you like their picture.
Well,
And then
would-
all of a sudden somebody's like, hey.
Yeah.
So then that's a solicited DM. What are
That's-
your
yeah.
So that's solicited. Okay. I get
so
it.
what are the solicited DMs
But
like?
Does
my
that
s-
mean something different from a guy?
My
I guess I don't
solicited-
know. Yeah, tell us what it's like from the guy's perspective because we share a lot from the women's
Yeah.
perspective.
Yes, we do.
Well, my solicited, I would probably never get the first DM, but if I do get a random like on my Instagram, like,
From like top notch, pretty chick.
yeah, and like like it's one thing if I post a picture right now and then I get a bunch of people liking it.
Right.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
But a picture from like 2 months
But
ago.
if a girl or someone if a girl likes my picture, my
most
my second recent picture, like it's not the most recent one.
Oh, is
then
that
I'm
the
like,
way to go?
Then I'm like looking at it like, okay, like.
She's sending you a message.
So
and
then what's your next
like,
move?
I know, because I never want to send a DM to someone who like I don't think is gonna reply, because that kind of sucks unless it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, you up? Question mark.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I I don't like sending the ones where I think like they won't reply. I try to give myself percentages. So it's like if they liked a picture that was not my most recent out of nowhere, that's when I'm like, okay, my percentages of getting a reply from this girl are probably pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So that's when I feel
100%.
comfortable, and that's when I have to, think of what I'm going to lead with there.
So then you don't like a picture back and like do the tango.
Sometimes sometimes I just jump right in if it's an unsolicited.
You gotta test the waters.
If it's an unsolicited of one of those recent pictures, I don't think there's a need for me to like one of theirs. I think it's already like
it's time.
I have the in. But yeah. But if I like one first,
Okay.
Sometimes I'll like one first, and then if there's a like back, that's also.
Are you ever like an unliker? Like if you don't hear from her for 2 weeks,
Oh.
are you like shit?
I don't know.
Good point.
I don't know if I would go unlike it,
It's a little
but I would
petty.
definitely, go into the messages and slide left and delete it, just so I don't have to look at it.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
Well, you can unsend stuff too.
Really.
Yeah.
But don't
Look into that.
Doesn't the account user see that? It comes up.
I don't really know.
This person unsent their message, and then
Should we
you're
try
you're already sold out.
We should
Should we
try
try
it.
it?
I don't
Let's
have
just try it.
notifications on those kinds of
Let's
apps.
just try it right now, Julie. I'll send you some stupid message. Like,
Yeah, I'm
lick
curious.
my
Well,
feet
do I
or
have to turn my
something.
notifications on?
Do you
then?
have Instagram? Do you have Instagram notifications on?
turn them on.
You have to turn them on. That's the only way you
Let me know when you have, and then I'll.
How do
send
I
it.
turn them on? So what am I going to get notified for?
You'll get
The
notified.
message.
You'll
I'm
get
sending
notified.
you.
This sender unsent their message. Like, why would you can't do that? Because they get the notification.
Notifications.
Okay, I'm sending you the
on
message right now.
messages and calls.
Yeah, I would assume. Getting down to the nitty gritty here, guys.
Okay, hold on. Let me figure this out. Lick my feet, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suck my toes, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have them on now.
Okay, so do you see the message? Have you viewed it?
Do I have to do push notifications? How do
Yes.
this is so confusing.
Do I have mine on?
Okay, now unsend it. Okay, let me see it. I'm
Oh
in
my
the
gosh,
messages.
I can go on vanish mode. Like I didn't know that. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. Unsend. Should just go away.
It just went away.
So Gage, utilize that. If you ever want to.
Do you have notifications on?
I still don't think I don't really think I did that right, but
If you have the notifications on, it tells you this
Okay,
user
do it to Gage.
unsent.
Yeah, I'm doing it to you.
I don't have the notifications on though.
Do it to
Ah.
me. Someone do it to me. I've got
you
'em
have
on.
your
I
notifications
swear
on?
I've got them on.
Psycho. Just kidding.
Don't. That's rude.
I'm totally kidding.
Hold on. Okay. Wait, should I have like... Yeah,
Okay, so you got notified.
I did. My phone buzzed.
So like if you're not on Instagram, are you getting a notification?
It doesn't matter.
Right? Doesn't I
Doesn't
think it
work
has to
like that.
matter. Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think it works like that.
Now I'm unsending. Did you get a notification?
No, the number of my notifications didn't even go down. And if I have my number of notifications, then it should.
Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Gage, you can utilize that.
Do it.
So I can unsend.
You can
Yeah.
unsend
1000%. And no one's going to know.
that we
don't
know of.
send anything like...
Just don't
Don't-
test it too
don't
risky.
be provocative. But yeah.
I used to send. I mean,
Like,
nowadays
crazy
it's,
stuff?
It's a little different, but I used to send like more unsolicited, like random
Back
DMs
in the day.
that I would have to unsend. But
For
nowadays,
sure.
there's not too many that I would have to unsend, unless there are sometimes like when I'm.
Sorry, I have to stretch a lot.
You
in
know,
this
like
shirt.
you have a few drinks and you send something you didn't want to send. You're like, oh, that's cringe.
Heck to the yeah.
We've all been there.
We ban that. Okay, so should we read the DMs though?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do some DMs with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I know we didn't work out, but you didn't have to unfollow me on Insta and Twitter. side eye.
Dude, who cares about Twitter these days?
And then she says, I didn't, but now I will, with a laughing face. Bro, if you just can't look her up when you're drunk because you probably spelled the name wrong because you haven't heard back from her.
Or he's selling himself out.
Read the fine print, boys.
Or he's selling himself out on having one of those unfollowed apps, like where you can see who
Obviously.
unfollows you.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
People get
That's
notifications.
worse.
It's crazy. So, I mean, this guy.
This person, let me go see who unfollowed me this week. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, crazy.
Messed up.
1,000%.
Why do you care so
crazy.
much?
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're not hearing from her,
That's enough.
yeah, sketchy.
Dude, I think people get in like wormholes where they're like all into the idea and then they just get like so crazy.
Or a guy has had too many beers and he can't type in the right name right, and she probably does still follow you, buddy.
Oh,
And then you just messed it up, like, because she admitted, like, no, I do.
And he's
follow
probably
you.
like, oh my gosh, I'm going to ask her why she unfollowed me. And his friends are like, yeah, do that.
You just don't know how to spell Kelsey.
And then he's got this, and then he's got the Sunday scaries. Oh my gosh, he still does follow me.
What did I
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
There's nothing worse than that when you make a huge mistake like that on a Sunday when you're hungover. Oh, you're in the.
And let's be real, I personally think that she let him out easy by saying, like, no, but now I will. Imagine if she would have been like, I do
just
still
wouldn't have
follow
noticed.
you, and I'm confused why you think I don't. That'd be like,
I
way
actually
worse.
thought we had something, but see you later, bud.
Yeah. Hit the bricks.
Was going to give you a chance, but now you're done. Yeah.
Okay, so now this one. Oh, this one is so stupid. Oh, I don't even. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading it.
What is
Well,
the
okay.
funny one was the other one, I thought.
This one's sort of, it's funny-ish. Okay. Hey, oh, hold on.
Yeah, you're better at the guy voice.
Hey, I was excited we matched. Do you like water? Want to go out for some?
I kind of like that. It's trying to be funny.
You think he's trying to be funny?
No,
What?
girl is like, yeah, let's go out for some free water, Brad.
I hate it when I hate the
That's
I hate
a joke. That's clearly a
Okay,
joke.
Not a
Please
joke.
tell me what
sent
the
it with an
point
eye
of the
emoji.
compliment put down is. Like, you know, when people like compliment
Also,
put down.
we don't get good DMs. We strictly ask for cringe ones.
We
So
do
this was
strictly
not a
ask for
good
cringe
move for
But
him.
let's put it this way here. So if Gronk sends you that
100%.
that message,
Fine.
you're like, oh my god,
Gronk
that's
could
so,
send
You're like,
me
how did you
any-
know
that
I'm
is
hydrated?
hilarious.
What?
That
Like,
is so
what?
funny. And then some guy that's not Gronk.
I
like,
would
this guy's a
politely
loser.
let him know I love ice in my water.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Exactly. So there's some. It has to do with who's sending it.
It's a really good point.
Yeah, way to break down the DM segment.
Okay.
It totally does. Yeah. Is it the same for chicks?
Yeah.
100%.
So a hot chick can just send you like, hey,
Anything.
I like peanut butter on my bacon.
Jack's over there like, yeah, she can. Peanut butter and bacon doesn't sound
And you'll be
bad,
like, I'll start the
honestly.
fryer, no prob. Like,
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it depends. I guess.
okay.
I think when I was younger, I would have accepted anything as a response if the girl was good looking.
Right.
Now it's like, it's more about the conversation. If it's not good, it's like, yeah, that's a waste of time.
Oh.
Are you ever like too nervous to reach out, but you like a chick? Like,
Oh, good question.
No, not really. I've never.
or do you
had-
just find your way to shoot the shot?
I've never had a problem with that because I've always believed, if you don't go for it, you'll never know.
True.
Right.
And there's really no like, even these guys who are sending these dumbass DMs to these
Horrible
girls,
DMs. Yeah.
they're still like, what's the harm in that? The girl doesn't respond, big whoop. They go on and live their life just the same as it was before.
Yeah.
So there's no loss.
You're not
there.
losing anything
There's
you
no
didn't have.
loss. There's no loss in them trying. So I
That's
respect
true.
it.
That's true. I do believe in that.
And you guys aren't selling them out. So it's like, if you guys were selling them out, then it'd be like, okay, I'm going to think about before I send this dumbass DM to this girl.
Yeah. Some of them are horror stories. Like one guy.
The ones from last week were so bad. One guy like gave his key to. Or
He
like,
gave her clothes back with a pack of hams. like the beer on her doorstep.
That can't be a real story.
It's a real story.
Gave her clothes back. Why did he have her clothes?
They broke up.
And he put a pack of hams there?
Just to,
What's the backstory there? Did she like hams?
we don't have. I don't.
That
think
was our
so.
fear. We're like, if
I
you're
think he
dating a
did-
girl who likes hams,
You gotta
that's
reevaluate,
worse.
buddy.
That's the
But
If you're dating a guy who likes hams,
anybody,
That's pretty bad.
a living human that likes hams.
yeah.
It's not
a
Wee
little
Fest.
messed up.
We're not
Yeah.
at Wee Fest. I think the only times, because Brett brought hams to Wee Fest.
Ooh.
The
I didn't
only
judge
time
him.
I've ever drank a hams, it was maybe 200 degrees because it was placed in an oven for 10 minutes.
Why was it placed in an oven? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. You were talking about being outside.
Because it was.
Oh, like the meat.
Yeah.
I was being
That
hazed.
was so funny.
I was
I'm
being
picturing like
hazed.
a ham in the sun.
No, my beers, my ham beer that I had to drink was in an oven purposely.
Because they're
So
called
it was-
hams.
Yeah.
I get it.
I was being hazed, is what it was.
Okay.
Okay, so back to this. You did drink hams out of an oven.
I thought you were
Okay.
gonna talk about the horror story of when he like offer her his like key on the first date or something.
That was a different one.
That was so
A
bad.
key on the first date. Well, sometimes
Out of
you
rehab,
just when
too.
you know, you
Just
know.
out of rehab.
Just
When you know, you know. You guys don't believe in love at first sight?
we do.
Yeah. There's stipulations for sure.
You gotta pay attention to the red flags.
Yeah, big time.
So you actually drank ham out of
You
the
drank
oven.
some yams.
Because I thought you were making a joke that the hams you drank was like the
It
meat
was
ham.
a ham.
No, so
It was a ham.
the ham
Back to it.
The ham's beer that I drank, it was legit put on an oven tray and placed in an oven at 400 degrees, and it was put in there for however long. And by the time I had to drink it, I couldn't even hold it in
Did you
one
have to
hand.
have oven mitts?
Well, they give you grab it and you have to play hot potato with it because it's like piping hot.
Oh my gosh,
So you have to
gross.
like switch it over between hands, and then you have to try to chug it, and it's not good.
Do you have any good hazing stories that you can share?
Was that the best one?
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good one.
I don't know. The only reason I can't share them is because if by chance any incoming freshman listens to this, they'll know what goes on, and we can't let them know what goes on.
Can't expose that.
No.
True.
Understood.
We can't expose that because that's part of the fun. And when you are a freshman, you do fear it the whole time. And
Is it as bad as
You want to
you
keep
thought it
that
was
fear
gonna be?
alive.
after it's over, it kind of is as bad as you thought, but it wasn't because like it's over and you're like, I survived, and now it's great. That's an unbelievable tradition, and we got to keep that going next year.
Okay, good to know. All right. Do we wanna? Oh, tell the ladies, are you single or not?
Yeah.
At the moment, it's up in the air.
Complicated.
It's complicated.
Got complicated. Ada.
Okay. Oh, do you have a type? Tell the ladies.
I kind of do have a type. It doesn't have to do with looks though. It's
Personality.
yeah, every girl I've been with has been they've had a good humor.
Okay.
I want
That's a good trait.
I want a good humor. People like different things. I would like I want the girl I'm with to have a good humor and be able to have fun.
Somebody who's funny.
Likes to laugh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So not Tom Brady. Just kidding. We don't know anything about his
I
humor.
would
He's so grumpy all the time.
I
I
know. He's
I
got
would
RBF times 10.
He does.
I would still get with Tom Brady. I'm straight.
Who wouldn't?
I mean, I don't know who wouldn't,
Right.
like, I consider myself very straight, and if Tom came up to me at a party, it's like Freddie Mercury when he's walking around those parties back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you think about this, you guys walk into a party, you only get to choose from 50% of the party. Your options are limited.
Yeah.
Well, Freddie Mercury walks in, he's got 100%.
100%.
Do I like that girl or do I like that guy? I don't know. It's a tough choice.
You never know.
It might be a tough. That might make life more complicated when you don't know who you want to go with. You know, like you got a big decision that night.
Yeah.
It's not just who, it's what.
No, that is.
That was totally not PC, but it's okay.
It's fine. Okay.
What's PC?
Politically correct.
Oh, it's not?
Well, I don't know. People are sensitive.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Why? There's nothing wrong with being bisexual. You guys are.
I don't know. I
No,
said what
we were-
kind.
it was the joke
and what
she
could-
made, that's
Yeah, my joke could have been
Oh,
offensive.
okay,
It could have
okay.
been
It's
if
not.
people read into it.
Wow, that for God help
I
us
think
if
it was
anyone's
just
offended. We don't want anyone to be offended here, folks.
Okay, so speaking of
Julie?
non-offensive things, what's your favorite restaurant?
Hit us with it.
Ever or
Ooh,
in Minneapolis?
I'd say ever, probably.
I was gonna say in Minneapolis.
Oh, answer both.
There you go.
No, that's tough. There's a lot of good food in Minneapolis. I have some there's certain spots that are like, this is great, but like I don't know, like it's like you go to Manny's, like you consider Manny's like,
Yeah,
this is great food. I'm not going to consider that my favorite because you can't go there
it's not sustainable.
regularly, you know, like you're not going to go sit down and have that meal regularly. So I would say BLG, Bar La Grassa, or Red Cow.
I love Red
Bar La
Cow.
Grassa.
Oh,
They like both.
We do.
we do.
Big fans.
Big fans.
Favorite restaurant ever though?
Ever.
Ever.
It's your 80th birthday. Where are you going?
Parrots K.
For really? Grand Forks? Wings?
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it.
Some wings and fries, Shark 7. Best ever.
Okay, so what is your favorite drink?
This is groundbreaking. I like this.
Yeah.
So I don't have a favorite drink. I have a Mount Rushmore. Do you know what that is? Top 4.
Okay, that's
You know,
fine.
there's 4 presidents on Mount
Oh,
Rushmore.
okay.
Got it.
I like that concept.
I have a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, iced water.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Need it.
2, chocolate milk.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
3, a Caesar.
Solid.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners that don't know what that is, it's a Bloody Mary, except you switch out the tomato juice and you add Clamato. Little more liquidy. It's not as thick. You know,
better.
tomatoes a little smoothie stick. I like that. I like the liquid. I like it
Funny
easy
story.
drinking.
I have a friend who went to Florida and ordered a Caesar, and they gave them a salad. And they were like, no, like a Caesar, like the drink.
No one knows what a Caesar is because they don't make them
like everywhere.
It's
kind
only
of
it's like a
bizarre.
Canadian thing that's trickled down to the northern states, but I wish they would make them more because it's
They're
a
pretty
drink.
good.
It's a good drink. And number 4 is Blue Powerade.
Oh, solid.
Mm-hmm.
Not blue Gatorade.
Nope, Powerade. Has
Solid.
to be Powerade. How about you guys? What are you guys at?
Oh. Okay.
I mean,
have to
I
think
could
about
I
that.
could roll out my specifics for sure.
what are yours?
Coffee number 1.
Yeah, coffee is
Coffee number 1. Can't. My kids
Is
literally.
this based on like taste or just like?
functionality.
My life.
Both.
Are you
I
guys going by
seriously-
like? Because like coffee to me it doesn't taste the best, but
Depends on how you make
what
it.
it
Yeah.
you know
What
what
kind of coffee are you
oh so you
drinking?
guys are putting what
creamer?
Oh, you dress that up.
you guys are going to
You dress it up.
you guys are going to Starbucks and being
No,
like, I
the
got
cold
a caramel
brew- no, the
macchiato, 2 splashes of
No,
this,
I
3
like
of
just
that.
a light
the
roast with
the
creamer.
cold brew we make at our house. top notch.
Yep.
Cold brew at the
At
house.
the house.
I drink a cold one every
We are
morning.
coffee savants.
So
Wake
you guys,
up. This is morning routine. Go to the bathroom. Drink a cup of coffee.
I was so
Immediately.
Cold
stressed
brew every
this
time.
morning.
Every time.
I literally
Cold
told her,
coffee
I'm
only.
like,
And then
we need 2 pots brewed this
Yeah.
morning.
we brewed 2 pots this morning.
you brew the cold coffee in the
So
morning.
no,
No,
we
but
brew.
that
Okay,
was just
this
this
is the
time.
system.
We have a system.
Okay.
So what is cold?
And
what is
by the
cold
way,
brewed
if
coffee?
anyone's
You-
listening,
You
Okay.
brew a pot and then you just throw it in the fridge and then
No,
like, now
no,
it's cold.
no.
so it's
So
cold
we make
coffee.
cold. We have cold. That's cold press.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
if
Um,
anybody's listening and wants to save money on coffee, this is the way to do it.
So we do. So I like to have a cold cup immediately when I wake up, and Jenna likes cold coffee all morning. But I also like hot coffee.
I'm not as
So we make
down
a
with the
fresh
hot.
pot every morning. We don't always finish our fresh pot. So that goes into our cold pot, which is mixed with our cold brew.
And in the cold pot, the beans get suppressed, and then
So it's cold brew with cold press, and it's pretty electric.
it's kind of amazing. My students will literally ask me, like, Miss Jenna, like, what happens if you don't have your coffee? And I'm like, I cease to exist.
Caffeine headache.
Done.
I will be not
Okay.
myself.
Do you
'Kay,
guys
So coffee?
We're big coffee people.
do you guys eat breakfast?
Yes, I have an egg every morning.
I intermittent fast, so no.
My brain works better when I eat eggs.
See, I've been intermittent fasting for probably 4 years now. I can't.
There's
drink
no other way.
I can't drink
Oh.
coffee anymore.
Oh.
I used to drink coffee
Wow.
before. I can't drink coffee on an empty stomach.
Oh, put some creamer in it.
Yeah, dress that up.
And
It'll
it
help your
doesn't.
stomach.
It technically can break your fast, but I use it as my pre-workout with the sugar.
It depends on
Yeah.
coffee,
So it's
because
like
if you're
whatever.
drinking too starchy of coffee, yeah, that'll mess
Too
with your
starchy.
tummy.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
kind of roast are you drinking? Are you drinking medium
Go
roast?
light.
Light roast.
Oh, what kind of like? We can.
We'll
talk
go into
off the-
specifics
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, so my drink's coffee number 1. I gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Okay.
Prosecco. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Give me the bubbly all the time. So good. Diet Coke. 1000%. That's another
Good
thing.
choice.
I would probably cease to exist without it.
Specific Diet Coke though. It's like fountain Diet Coke, bottle, can.
We do
Ooh.
Diet Coke in like tiny
I get
bottles.
cans
They're
with my
cute.
lunch, but I like the tiny bottle, and I
They're
do like
cute.
McDonald's.
You like bottles best.
I mean, it depends.
not
Depends on like
picky.
what I'm doing. And when we go out, we order Diet Cokes with
lemon and lime. Oh,
As we kind of grew up on in the house.
so good.
Lemon and lime.
You squeeze a little bit in there.
Squeeze lemon and lime
Really?
in the
You gotta-
Diet Coke.
you got a
It's
little-
so good.
You dress it up. It's very good.
Okay.
And then don't hate me on this, everybody in life.
Oh, what is this?
I
one?
would probably say it's a tie between, and I get it, this is bad for my health, but I don't care. Probably vodka Red Bulls.
Oh, you love vodka Red Bulls.
Really?
Or
I know, it's crazy.
or daiquiris. I love myself a daiquiri in the summertime.
daiquiris.
Ooh, so good.
Daiquiris are good. Vodka Red Bulls one like.
Yeah.
How has that
I
even
love
come
it.
close to
Your-
cracking? That's like a drink you drink for performance. It's like
Right?
I'm chugging this down to like get the effect, not the taste, but the effect.
I love both.
I had
I
two
got
Red
hooked
Bulls
on
at the Two
vod-
Friends
or
concert,
on
and I
Red
was like,
Bull.
This, I'm like shaking.
I got hooked on Red Bull at a young age.
Can
so
you
I love
drink
it.
Red Bull plain nowadays?
Oh, she
Yes,
does. Yeah.
I do it all the time.
I can't drink Red Bull because I have
do it all the time.
vodka Red Bulls or like a Jag Bomb.
I can
and
do
it's like,
Jag Bomb,
I'm not. I can do. I like.
We're German. We can do Jaeger.
I'll
bombs.
drink Jag Bombs. I'll drink vodka Red Bulls, but you're never gonna catch me drinking a plain Red Bull because all it reminds me of is drinking. And if I'm not in that drinking mode, disgusting.
It
I
depends
think of like
if I have
slumber
to
parties
do something.
when you'd get really hyper. You know, I think
It
of that.
it depends on if I have to like do something serious or be focused, or like if I'm like on like a road trip and I have to drive, like stuff like that. Those are good reasons.
So that's your choice of energy drink.
Yes, totally.
Have you ever tried like Celsius or?
Well, those are good. That's an
Yeah.
energy drink. Wonder.
But I just like, I don't know.
Okay.
And I would say vodka Red Bulls whenever like going out and we're like choosing to drink, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad drink when you're going out. I mean, I would never say it like tastes great. I'm strictly, it's like me I drink black coffee when I drink it. It's just straight black. I'm not going to write home about the taste, but
You need to get better coffee.
Yeah,
The
we'll have a
effect-
talk after
The
this.
effect it yeah, but you guys are doctoring it up with cream
No,
and
but
sugar.
our
and-
plain coffee's still smooth.
Julie, we're still waiting on your Mount Rushmore too.
Oh, okay. Coffee. And then
I like a
wine.
good marg too.
I like a German Riesling. And then
So wait, you said coffee, German Riesling.
yep.
What was the other one?
I mean,
There's two.
I don't know how you guys are leaving out iced water. When you're parched and it's a hot summer day and you're thirsty and you need something to drink and you take a
Yeah.
sip of that ice water, it's like
Okay.
So good.
unbelievable.
It is very good.
Water's pretty good. I drink a lot of water. Okay, I don't know. Root beer.
Over
And
Diet Coke?
Taste. If we're going taste, over
Yeah.
Diet Coke. Necessity is Diet Coke. Taste, root beer.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I don't drink a lot. Chocolate milk does sound good. I loved the what is the
Like organic.
Fairlife. I love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Fairlife chocolate
So
milk.
good.
And it
Our
was my
nephews are,
favorite
like,
thing.
hooked
I'd
on
get
that.
back
It's
from the
good
library and we had the milk machines at the sorority, and so I'd
Yeah.
have chocolate milk every
Yeah.
time. That does ride home. But I would also say, I really love a good smoothie.
Oh,
Like a strawberry lemonade
Okay.
smoothie.
yeah.
Like the ones you make or no?
Yeah, like those
Okay.
protein smoothies I
Those
make.
are so
Mhm,
good.
mhm.
That's a good drink.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, strawberry lemonade, protein
Are
smoothie.
you counting how many?
Strawberry lemonade protein smoothie, German Riesling, coffee, maybe water or root beer. Root beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Did I say root beer already?
That smoothie one's a little up in the air because it
Oh,
could
come
be,
on.
you
You
know,
gotta get specific
could be
about
a
it.
drink. It could be
Oh.
a meal.
Okay. Okay,
You've had
Mr.
some-
Caesar.
You've had some protein meals, right?
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
the
They're
meal repla-
super good. Those
Yeah.
are really good.
I would say it's Caesar level, okay?
It kind of is. Okay,
Okay,
we'll,
fine.
we'll let
I
it slide.
listed like
Strawberry
5.
lemonade.
It's fine. I had like 5.
Whatever. Throw Diet Coke in there. I guess I need to get more creative with my drinks.
Yeah.
But thanks for sharing. I wanted to hear that. Yeah. That's
Thanks
good.
for asking.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay, I think it's your turn next.
Favorite show? We're hitting a couple favorites here
We are.
before our next segment.
Oh man, again, it's always tough to pick like one top favorite, right? Like,
Right.
You have a few. Like, it's like even when people ask me who's your best friend, it's like,
Oh,
how am I supposed to pick one? Like, I feel like I have a few.
well, if you have a sister, then you have one.
Aww.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I wish I had what you guys have.
All right, keep going.
Okay.
So
okay.
there's also different moods for shows too. That can be hard.
Moods are big. You can go classics or seasonal, like what's popular now.
Reality.
Oh, geez. If you
Oh,
throw reality
okay.
in there.
Right.
No, I'm not much of it. I go straight, seasons, like real, like fictional TV shows. I would say my number one. No one's gonna know this, but it's the
Shock
Wire.
us.
It's The Wire. It's on
Oh,
HBO.
yeah.
Okay.
It's on HBO. It's about the Baltimore police and drug
Cartel
crimes
stuff.
and all the stuff that's going on there, and it kind of relates to how Baltimore still is today, but it's really interesting to see what goes on in police forces that have low funding, and
Okay.
it's just a really good show. Like,
Wire.
yeah,
I've heard about it.
It feels real life. Like, it feels like a documentary. That's kind of how it is, but it's straight fictional, but
Dramatic documentary.
it's a good show.
Love it.
Love it.
Well, what are you guys saying there? Like,
All time? Or like, can we do a top 3?
Yeah, I don't know. We watch a lot of TV.
We love TV.
what are you guys watching right now?
Well, Inventing Anna.
It's not my favorite though. It kind of stresses
What
me
is
out.
it?
Yeah. The making of Anna, the Anna
Oh,
Delvey
okay,
thing.
okay.
But that's not our favorite. But that's
No.
just what Can we do a Mount Rushmore shows?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll start first. Miss Maisel, love it.
You
Love
love
it.
it.
Love it.
We
Love
talked-
it. Love it. It's so good. I love Miss Maisel. Controversial. There should be more than just 5 seasons or whatever. But
Mhm.
whatever, it's fine. And I'm just going relevant. Like, this is just relevant, like, right now.
I'm gonna hit OG.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm already thinking about it.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna get stressed out like the drinks.
Gilmore Girls, for sure.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Gilmore Girls. It's so good. I don't know. Do we do, like, OGs?
I'm doing mine. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to say it. The whole Real Housewives
franchise.
Obviously. The whole
you can't
franchise.
Pick one.
We're talking Girls Trip. We're
You
talking
can't
New York.
pick one?
We're talking Beverly Hills.
Have you watched
Atlanta? We love those. Yes.
We just got into Miami.
No.
Miami.
Get out of
and Jersey.
here.
You don't sleep on New Jersey.
Narrow
either.
it down to 2: New York and Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Get-
New York and Beverly Hills, fine, but Girls Trip is right there too.
Get
Okay.
out of
I don't
here.
know.
You have to pick one. Come
No.
on.
That's about
You have to have a
that's,
favorite set of.
No, we don't. We
New
love all
York
of them.
and Beverly Hills are equally as tied, I would say.
Fine. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah.
Because it depends on what you're in the mood for.
New York and Beverly Hills, fine. Okay.
There's a reason there are multiple.
Yeah.
Because you can't pick one.
What's that? Southern Charm. It's kind of like that.
Oh my
right?
gosh, so
Way better.
good.
But good.
Also,
Have you
Summer
watched
House.
Summer House?
No.
There's
Watch
crossover with Southern Charm. You'll
It's
like
so
it.
good. The crossovers are just incredible.
It's pretty good, especially this season. A lot of drama.
Okay. And then my last one, I don't know. I'm deciding between two, so check back in. Your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay, I am going. I told you I'm hitting OGs. Gossip Girl, Entourage.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I know.
Oh, you went Entourage. That's for sure on
It's
my Mount
for
Rushmore.
sure an OG.
Yeah.
I can't decide how I feel about. I don't think Friday Night Lights I like enough to be in
Right.
there, but it's pretty close.
It's pretty close. That's
The
fair.
whole Real Housewives franchise, of course.
Yeah.
I can't live without that.
Can't.
And then probably Ozarks.
Okay, so I'm debating the last two are either Ozarks or The Office. I can't decide.
The Office. I gotta have that.
Well, let me
So-
set you guys straight here.
I get two more. Ozarks and
On-
Office.
On two of you guys both said Ozarks.
Yeah.
Oh, great. What
I'll
is it?
inform you that it's actually Ozark.
Whatever.
Isn't it
There's no S on the end.
whatever?
You guys
it feels like there should
You guys
be.
kind of sound like my mom when she's like, "Should we go to Chipotle's?
Oh,
Oh,
We'll go to
hush.
Target's."
I love Chipotle.
I say the. I'll say the
Jenna,
Target.
you know, we just found out it's Cove and not the Cove recently.
I say the Target. I'll be like, you want to go to the Target? You want to go to the...
It's like saying the mall.
Why do I-
You
I don't
just
know
say,
why I
want
do
to
that
go to
when I do
mall.
that.
You say the
You
mall.
want to go to the Culvers? Let's go.
It just sounds more better when you
It
say
just
the.
does. And then you're like, yeah, I want to go to the Culvers.
Okay, so you guys are fans of Entourage.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
How many times you guys watched it?
She's watched
How
it
many
more than
times
me.
is too many? Just kidding. Like 3 or 4.
Oh,
Not.
you gotta bump those numbers up.
Okay, I started Entourage. The first time was in college, so give me a break.
I've legit watched Entourage through.
Here's the thing: did you
10+
cry
times.
during the movie? Oh,
We're getting deep. Getting real deep.
Movie not as much as the last season and the last episode when they.
oh, maybe I'm thinking of the last episode.
Yeah, the last episode when Vince actually is
Yeah.
getting married and they kind of all like separate and it's like,
The end of an era.
no.
Did you
guys-
watch Tom and Pam Ely? Tom and Pam Ely.
Tommy Lee and Pam.
Tommy Lee and Pam.
So
Anderson.
good.
Really?
Tom and
What's
Pammy.
that on?
So I said it now.
Tom and Pammy.
Tommy and Pam.
It is on. Is it on Peacock?
It's really great.
HBO.
It's
No.
not. It's on Hulu, and
Hulu.
it's so good.
It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. I also love watching true crime too. That's super good.
I don't like true crime.
Love it.
We don't.
Wait.
agree on
My
Which one's
coworkers
true
and I
crime?
watch like anything. My coworkers will find it and then we'll watch it together like during lunch. Super fun.
Have
team
you ever
building
watched True
experience.
Detective?
No.
Mm-mm.
What
You
is
gotta-
that on?
You gotta watch True
Sounds
Detective.
really good.
Watch True Detective. The first one's with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Is it a movie?
It's a series.
Oh.
What
and
is
each
this
so
on?
I like
so
Matthew McConaughey.
True Detective has 3 seasons out right now, and each season is a different cast.
Oh.
The first season
Okay.
of True Detective is Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. You guys would like it. It's
Sounds like
elite.
a good one.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty elite.
Absolutely.
Okay, I like that. So our next segment, we ask people Proust questions. Proust? We learned we're saying it wrong.
Yeah. But you did skip my last question.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's so relevant. It's a really important
Let's hear
question. I'm just kidding. What's your favorite color? People are dying to know. They're on the edge of their seats.
Green.
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 Nice.
Love it. Okay. Now on to the Proust questions.
Yeah, so the Proust question, Proust question.
Proust questions.
Proust.
They expose a little bit about
Your true character. If you ask like the full itinerary of them, but we
pick
hit a few.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, let's dive in. What's your current state of mind? Like right now.
Can you give me an example of like what you guys would say, like current? I don't know how to explain.
Sure.
Like,
No, that's a hard
describe
one
it.
to answer. Yeah. I would say my current state of mind, dialed in, super focused. I don't know.
Okay. I would say involved.
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 Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Very good.
What is your idea of a perfect happiness?
Break it down.
Perfect happiness. It's kind of like a. See, this is when I wish I had the itinerary before, so I can think about this.
Let's be honest. This is a hard question.
Perfect happiness, I would say, is just zero stress.
Oh, wonderful answer.
Yeah. Actually, very good.
Very good. Your turn, Jen.
Okay. What do you fear most? Like, what are your phobias and weird fears?
Fear most.
Do you have like a reoccurring nightmare? Are
Mine
there
was
bugs?
snakes.
Are there bugs you can't kill? Like stuff like that. Do you have weird phobias? Someone is gonna, I don't know, someday
Yes,
jump into your window. I don't know.
That would be scary.
I'm giving you solid examples.
Yes,
Yeah.
what I fear most is being framed for a murder that I didn't do.
Whoa.
But then
Jaw drop.
But then it's like a really good frame, so like everyone thinks I did it, and I'm
You're
like,
screwed.
That would be
sitting there,
horrible.
Essentially, you're screwed.
I didn't
Yeah.
do it.
That would suck.
That's like the worst it can
Yeah.
get.
It's a
That would
very
be.
But like if you
detailed
did it,
phobia.
if you did it, it wouldn't be like you did it. But if you
Yeah.
didn't do it, it'd be
Right.
like that's terrible.
Yeah,
Freaky.
that would
Yeah.
suck. I would
Absolutely.
hate that. Oof. Okay.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. On a lighter note, what do you most value in your friends?
What characteristics?
Availability.
I love that. Honest.
Yeah.
I want my friends to be available.
Hang out with me
At all
right
times. Drop of a hat.
now. Love it.
Okay, we ready for underrated, overrated?
Yeah. So now we do overrated, underrated.
You want to go first? Should I go first?
You can go first.
Okay. First one is nicknames. Do you think they are overrated, underrated?
Underrated. You gotta have a nickname.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree with you more.
100%.
What was that one we said earlier when we were like, oh, we'll save it for the.
I don't know. It was something.
Okay.
I feel like I should remember though because I feel
I
like I
know.
said that. We'll follow up.
Yeah. I'll think about it like tomorrow when I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit.
1000%.
Podcasts.
Underrated.
100% we're on one.
Yeah. No, I just
Always.
hate the microphone in front of me right now.
I've been a long time fan of podcasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've been around actually for kind of a long time.
Yeah,
Like
People think they're like, oh, they just kind of came out. No, they've been around for a long time.
yeah.
A long time. It's a beautiful way to get informed about life, to get, specific knowledge about things, and also to get just solid entertainment.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it was huge for like comedians back in the day when they were like trying to get a platform, but they didn't have like stage space or time kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Is it my turn or is
Yeah.
it your turn?
your turn.
Red pepper. Underrated, overrated.
Loaded.
Take a
I
minute.
feel bad saying this because I love red pepper, but I feel like it is a little overrated.
Yeah, but not the white sauce.
No, I love red pepper. It's one of my favorite places in Grand Forks, but how everyone talks about it, it's like,
It is a little overhyped.
don't tell all these like people coming into town like you gotta have red pepper. It's a Grand Forks thing. Like if you're in Grand Forks, you get red pepper. It's great. You don't need to tell someone coming in from out of town like you need red pepper. Like I don't think you need it. It's
Right.
just
A staple.
It's a staple.
There's low-key, and I tell people this all the time, Grand Forks has a really good food scene for like the size of the city.
Yeah.
Like low-key really good food. And I tell people that all the time. And if you want like that kind of food, red pepper is good, but there are a lot of decent.
There's a time and a place for red pepper, yeah.
Yeah. Cats.
What's your take on it?
Well, most of the people I know, I think this has to do with, this question has to do a lot with who you know and if they like cats or if they don't. I would say most of the people that I'm around don't like cats, but so that's why I would say they're underrated. Cats are pretty cool. But I would also say if I was hanging out with a bunch of people who were, absolute cat lovers, I'd say they're very overrated.
You would do the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're a cool animal. I don't think they're anything to write home about, but I don't think there's any reason to hate cats.
True.
Fair. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Gage.
This was electric.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fabulous guest. You can come back whenever.
You can bring a friend, so it's not just on heat. The heat's not on
We'll
you.
have you
Cough,
guys,
cough, Trevor.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys in studio as
One
a guest
time.
on the HasBeens.
We'd
That's
love
right.
to.
We're gonna
For
grill
sure.
you guys, so you better be prepared.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not gonna send you the itinerary. I'll send it to Mace.
No. What? Come on. Treat us like every other guest.
Okay, let's jump into the hot takes. Now I've got something real hot coming in with the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos Carrera. Is that how you say that?
I don't watch baseball.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Says we only talk about winning. As he sets high standards for joining the Twins, Carlos's agent contacted Minnesota Twins management on Friday to say he'd be interested in getting his client to Minnesota, and a deal was in place by early morning. My hot take on this is I think we are all happy Carlos only has wins on his mind, and we are just down for it. If you talk wins, you got to bring them too. So just know
Absolutely.
that right now, Carlos. We're excited, though. I think this is a really good addition to the Twins.
Totally. All right. Speaking of additions,
Love
Kansas City
additions.
Chiefs traded
Wait.
6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins. They got 5 draft picks, and then the Dolphins are giving Hill a 4-year, $120 million extension, including $72.2 million guaranteed, and also included a bunch of other millions, 52 some. But anyway, so this deal makes Tyreek the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, and it is a history-breaking deal. And so there were a lot of other deals on the table, speaking of him going to the Jets. And so Tyreek Hill chose going to the Dolphins because he wanted to do a record-breaking deal. And good work, Tyreek, you did. Juju Smith is free agent on the Chiefs. I'm a big Juju fan, along with the other wide receivers.
We're all about it. It's awesome. Okay, my next one is so funny. Minnesota legislatures are now considering a $1,000 fine for unruly sports youth attendees. So parents from Minnesota and Wisconsin specifically have fought in the stands of kids' games for as long as we know. Let's be real.
Totally.
Angry fans have followed referees to their cars, tossed food on hockey rinks. You don't want to piss off a hockey mom. Let's be real. She's packing heat for sure. Recently, a Detroit Lakes man was recently charged after reportedly throwing popcorn at a high school basketball referee and tearing his whistle off his neck. And so Minnesota legislatures have decided to fine parents up to $1,000 for bad behavior at games. Personally, fine people all you want. There's always going to be like a rowdy dad just at every game. And what I think is funny is like I can already hear the hockey moms being like, what? It's $1,000. I'll pay it. What?
Oh,
like, I love it.
yeah, just another purse.
I love
Whatever.
it. Yes. No. And this is not like I love all parents at games and rowdy ones. Let's just be real. It makes it lively.
Yeah, I think
Whoever
it
it
makes
is,
it
it
interesting.
makes
I'm
it
here
so
for
lively.
that for sure.
And you know, it's great for a show, especially if you're watching a slow game.
100%.
Sometimes you need a little unruliness.
It's always fun to be unruly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so NFL teams have submitted 2 separate proposals to adjust the overtime regulations. So the league has not announced which proposals they're going to be endorsing and whatnot. But so they're going to be putting it to a vote later this month.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Wild, this is also really good news. The Wild just brought in the NHL's winningest active goalie, a player whose accolades read like the inscription for a Hall of Fame.
Love it.
Yeah. Marc-Andre Fleury is a 3-time Stanley Cup champion with more than 500 victories and another 90 in the playoffs through 1,000+ combined games. And it's just honestly an honor for all the players to be on the same team as him, really. And honestly, like, my take on this is like we can always use a better goalie.
Totally.
We can
I feel
always
like
use a good
the
goalie.
Wild are just continuing to climb. Like every time I watch
They
them, I'm
really
like,
are.
is this a team that can, really fight for the cup? Like, I think we have a solid chance. I'm pretty stoked. And another Minnesota team worth watching, the Timberwolves have been crushing it lately. And they're selling out. They're just crushing it. So knock on wood to Minnesota sports teams right now.
Absolutely. And my hot take on this is, we are keeping stuff out of the net, and that's what we got to do.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Okay. New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced on Thursday that the mandate for unvaccinated athletes and performers has been lifted. So we kind of talked about this earlier in the year. The guy who Kyrie Irving. I don't want to
Love
screw
it.
it up.
No, you did it good.
Kyrie Irving, he was unvaccinated, and they were kind of doing their, what's it called? Mandates.
I have no idea.
Sorry.
Okay.
Strugs to funk here
The
for
mandates.
words. Yeah, so there were mandates, but now they've been lifted for the athletes in New York, because earlier the fight was that away athletes who are unvaccinated could still play. So why not unvaccinated home athletes?
Absolutely.
So now everyone can play. Yay.
I'm done with mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have one other one. Ashley Barty, recent winner of the Australian Open for tennis.
Oh my gosh, love tennis.
Yes.
So fun.
So she won Wimbledon. She recently won the Australian Open. She's only 25 and she's retiring. She also confirms she's not going to pull a Tom Brady and get back into the game. She wants to have a home life balance, and
Good
she
for
wants to
her.
retire on top. And I think that's awesome.
That's the way
Way to
do
leave
it.
a legacy.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like,
That's
people
the
are
way
like,
to
she
do
won't
it.
get to win these other titles, and it's like, hey, if she's
She
happy,
doesn't need it.
yeah,
It's
let
fine.
her do what she wants.
So you ready to pop some culture?
Let's pop it.
Let's pop it. Okay. So my first one is Miley Cyrus was on a plane that was forced to make an emergency landing after it was hit by lightning while flying to South America. She is absolutely fine. She released an Instagram comment saying, "My crew, band, friends, and family who were all traveling with me are safe. After an emergency landing, we were unfortunately unable to fly into Paraguay." She says she loves everybody.
Love Miley.
Definitely a shock and like a scare for sure.
So one of mine, I know we're not talking Kardashian drama. I just have
Right.
a quick Kanye thing. So you won't be missing Kanye at the Grammys because he's been asked to not perform due to his recent stuff that's been happening.
Oh my gosh, that's a big deal.
There are 2 separate petitions out to not have him perform at Coachella.
Oh
So
my, if
that's
he,
kind of a big
like,
deal.
Whoa.
And remember, like Travis Scott was asked to not perform at
for good reason.
yeah.
Sorry.
You know, for all of his stuff. But that's like two rappers, you know, I would just say don't mess with the Kardashians.
They run the game.
I know.
All of them. All the games.
They're pretty epic.
Okay, so I have some really good news. When, I guess we could cover some Kardashian stuff. When
It's hard to
one Real Housewives of New York is not enough, what do? We add another. Bravo announced Wednesday that it is rebooting The Real Housewives of New York City and likely recasting the series from scratch, which I'm so in.
Love it.
The OG cast would be fire right now. Just ultimately
No, I think
fire.
they're looking for
from new.
Yeah,
Mhm.
can I
can't though. I can't imagine though without Ramona.
So-
I can't imagine without Ramona Luann. I totally get the whole scratch thing now, but I just can't imagine like just even saying that. All I did was picture the OG cast.
So here's
You
what,
know what I
I
mean,
heard.
though?
Yeah, and I think they're gonna keep the OGs and do a Real Housewives in New York
I was
legacy.
gonna get to that.
Oh, sorry,
It's fine.
I didn't know.
But yeah. So in addition to launching a second show that will include the Big Apple based alums, which we're really into.
There we go. The legacy.
Yes.
Sorry, Jen.
No, you're fine. Which I honestly support both reboots, but I'm nervous about the new cast.
So yeah, I did hear they were looking to get like a diverse group of women that are already friends.
Oh, that'll be weird.
Yeah, so if you know a diverse group of women that are really tight knit friends in
the
New York
City area.
Send it to Andy Cohen. Okay, so J-Lo and Ben Affleck. This is huge. They bought a house together.
J-Lo and
Ben Affleck.
wow.
And not just a house, a $50 million mansion in Bel Air. So the mansion
that's
has
quite the house.
multiple kitchens, a theater, borderline could put a yacht in there, but they don't have that, and 17 bathrooms. Like
17?
17. Like, oh, I think, like, do you get lost in that house? There could be people living in the house and you wouldn't even know it. It's that big. Like, honestly, you have to call someone to come to the other end of the house.
Wild.
All right, guys, that's all we have for this week.
Ready to close this out with you guys.
Yeah, we are. Follow us on socials at JJTwinzz ZZ_.
We're happy to have you.
I'm Julie_Bowman, and this is...
I'm Jenna Lauren with an O_.
We are the JJ Twins.
It's just a nickname. Love you guys.